proper setup. Let's jump into Whisker Squadron Survivor. Once again, we got a review key for this one through Keymailer. I'm excited to see what this one's all about. I do love a good roguelike.
Wait,
what can I say?
Did I just get teleported? I thought this was gonna be a holo call.
Kitty cat down there. Kitty cat lady. And my face is not covering it, right? Only a little bit. Only a little bit. Oh, shit. Okay. Continue.
Clumps. I'm in space. Haven't.
Oh, shit, sorry. Oh. Sorry, when I clicked out, I scared her. Sorry, lady. I didn't mean to scare you.
Thank you for coming in today. My name is Gigi, and you are?
I think it is all kitty cats.
Hi. Sure. I'm Liv. Olivia.
Let's talk about your skill set, Olivia. Do you have experience in public relations?
So we're just in space suddenly for no reason, and this lady's interviewing us with our
I
background.
have a creative writing degree, but you probably use Yak PPP like everyone else.
Ha! Not ChatGPT. Yak PPP, because
Your
it's
resume
PPP.
mentions several high scores in Stellar Cat.
Oh.
Is that Star Fox, but cats?
Yes, I had filled out a lot of applications that day.
See a lot of like purple confetti over Earth right
Let's
now.
move on to the aptitude assessment. You can go ahead and get changed.
It changed?
Wait, why are we,
This is all very
I'm
sudden.
not sure this is...
This is all happening a little bit quickly, lady.
Hop in and we'll get started.
I'm a bit confused. Will I be writing about this ship?
Or am I piloting this thing?
Go ahead and push the large center button.
Large center button. Right there. Do I mess with other stuff like my loadout? I mean, so again, so it's a roguelike, at least I'm pretty sure it is. Like it has some kind of roguelike aspect. Different ships to unlock. I think there's a meta progression, as you can imagine. Okay, so not enough points for these things, so of course I have to earn the fun monies to be able to change my loadout and equip other things and purchase upgrades, I'm sure.
These nodes represent
Press the
locations
button.
on Iloris below. You will be analyzing Ares-branded robots in these areas.
Oh! Those new swarm bots from the commercials?
You can tap the first node to proceed.
They're just kind of throwing us in, aren't they? Maybe not the most like organic of introductions. They're just kind of like just jamming us right in there. But I mean, I think that's the thing. Like how do you I don't know, introduce something like this or a roguelike like this without it feeling a little bit hokey? Because you know, Star Fox is great. I mean, I love Star Fox 64 in particular. But yeah, story-wise, plot-wise, it's kind of light on the details. I mean, you have to like sit through too much story stuff before they toss you right in. So I guess tossing you right in is kind of what we're going for here. But since there's procedural generation, there's a roguelike aspect to this.
Help! The ship just took
It'll
off!
be a little bit different than how Star Fox
It's all
typically
right.
goes.
I will
with-
explain the
with, like,
controls.
predetermined levels and predetermined enemy
this
layouts.
is not all right.
Please stay focused, Olivia. Your safety will depend on it. Autopilot has been disabled. Now,
And
move the
boost.
ship around
Use the
your
boost to
flight
get through.
corridor.
All right.
Okay. Okay. That worked.
Good. Now use the boost controls.
I see those little. I see like there's something on the side there sometimes.
Just made it go faster!
Can I go
Keep
through
an
here?
eye on your energy bar. Both shooting and boosting use
Oh, did I
energy.
take, I think I took damage.
All right. Okay.
It's energy.
Wait.
Okay.
Shooting?
Do you
Oh,
see
in
the fire
in the
button?
middle, I see. So shooting
Why do I
and
need
dodging
this?
to
How do
cost
I
the
get
juice.
Back to the hangar.
Follow my instructions and you will get back to the hangar.
They're pointing me to
Very good.
something. Do I need to break something?
Now, engage the blocking system. This will prevent damage to the ship.
Oh, they're like showing me how far I am from a thing, I think.
Blocking.
Yeah, so like how close I am to a
damage.
wall, basically.
That will do. When you
What
take
about this guy?
damage,
Can I
you
go through?
lose
Oh, no,
all.
I can't. Oh, maybe I can. Look,
And
you can
if
shoot it, maybe?
Lose
Oh,
it
okay.
all?
Let's try to
Oh,
avoid
and you
that
get little fun
scenario.
fellas.
Shield
this guy.
automatically recharges, but your hull
Hard to
does
tell,
not.
isn't it? Yeah, I think
The
I think
shield
I still
can
took
absorb
damage
some
there.
damage and prevent hull degradation. I've detected swarm robots ahead.
What about degeneration? Because I am a degenerate.
What? They're shooting at me!
Now is when you should shoot back at them.
Oh, I think I'm
Why are they
unknowingly
shooting at
avoiding the
me?
pickups.
Excellent.
I can't just be popping off by like
When a swarm
blocking
robot
everything.
is
I have to
destroyed,
block
it
and
leaves
shoot.
behind
I have to like
scraps
be
of its
mindful of my
energy
energy use.
Fly
That's
over
one thing.
and
It's a
pick
bit
up
of a
the
bummer.
glowing
In Star
scrap.
Fox, you could block
And now
or you
we're
could
picking
deflect
up
and
robot
shoot as
guns.
much as you wanted.
Why not?
So I guess that's like a balancing thing, is to make it so that you can't just be popping off constantly. Some kind of energy or stamina based, some kind of stamina management, I suppose, makes
Something
sense.
popped up on my screen.
Yeah, it's like a cell shaded kind of thing. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. And of course, the controls are pretty familiar. It's when you're trying to go through this really narrow passages, it's kind of hard to tell like where your ship is about to be, like where you are relative to like how you're swooping in. So that part makes it a little bit tricky. So this would be a weapon upgrade. Oh, but that's the missiles, right? Which is our like the equivalent, I guess, of the smart bomb in Star Fox. Looking at several targets. So let's see, impact damage, maximum number of targets is 3. Boost bomb, charge up a shockwave. Okay, laser cannon, which is our current weapon, I think. So more damage, same amount of energy per shot, same firing rate. Let's do that.
The adaptive systems in your ship can use scrap to power.
I wish there was a way to go vertical. Because in Star Fox 64, at least,
That worked,
yeah,
I
you would
guess.
double tap to do the barrel roll. And the barrel roll is great. Do a barrel roll. Everyone loves that line. But there were times where you would just want to go vertical.
Those up
Whatever
and
that is.
fire them back at the swarm.
Or you would just want to go vertical
Sure.
without committing to a full-ass barrel roll.
Of course. Those missiles are ready to fire.
All right, 3 shots. There
You
you go.
should have everything you need to proceed.
I'm gonna try this one again.
Proceed? How do I get back?
The
gonna
only
get that
way back
eventually.
is forward.
I'm getting it this time. There we go. So I don't know if you get anything by going through those. It makes me feel good. Makes me feel strong and powerful. The way through it is forward, they say. So again, since levels are procedurally generated, I don't think there's going to be... I mean, there might be boss battles, but I think it's not going to be one of those where it's like, oh, here's the part where there's going to be 3 dudes that spawn on the side, or here's the part where you have to save Falco from getting got, and if you go through the arches, you get to fight the secondary boss. Nothing like that in this one, unfortunately. Because you have to find the missiles, or
Get
just have
out of
them
here.
organically.
You will need to let the energy recover for a moment.
Admittedly, there's crit shots too. Admittedly, the dialogue is nice. It's just kind of hard to pay too much attention to it because my attention is very much focused on the action. My sim will eventually get some different kind of fellers. Right now, we're only just kind of having this one enemy type. But it's not always going to kill necessarily. Also, it's very easy to miss the level up nuggets, the stuff that powers you up. It's very easy to miss those because, for one thing, they don't like they. It's not that they like blend in super well with the background necessarily, but because everything is already kind of colorful, already kind of has this kind of blue and pink and purple color palette. Blue as the pickups doesn't really make them stick out that much, so it's easy to miss them, and you don't have a huge radius for picking them up. If I had to guess, that's probably one of the meta progression things you can unlock, is maybe something that can like expand your radius of being able to pick up these things. So after completing a tight boost, which I guess is those little narrow passages probably, 1 enemy every 4 tight boosts. Okay, so they really want me to be nice and tight. Nice and tight is what they want me to be. I'm guessing that means the number of like fun money points I have right now. Or the shockwave, just an augmentation. That one sounds pretty neat. Radius of 1,000. Sure. Let's do
Damage
that.
output is always a safe choice.
Part of me wonders if I should go switch to gamepad controls just to see what it's like. But on the other hand, the precision of being able to do the mouse aiming is pretty nice. The thing, of course, is that Star Fox 64 works great with the controls, partly because, because of the lock-on feature, which really helps you in certain situations. I don't know if there's anything like that in this game. I mean, there's the bonus weapons. Okay, what I want to do is switch it to other dudes. So here's a tight squeeze. Can I get it? Hey, I got it. Break that to get some fun fellers.
Quick maneuvers may be required to avoid laser fire.
They go through walls. Good to know.
Get out
Goes
of the
through walls.
way.
I have 1 shot right now. And I guess 1 shot gives you still all 3 missiles. Action
Is
zone?
it over?
Okay, and then it just ends. So yeah, there's no like, you fly to the exit. Nothing like that. And now we have some diverting paths. So if I ultimately want to go towards a question mark or a a repair or upgrade shop. Of course, whichever one I choose, I'll eventually get an option for a repair or upgrade shop. But maybe it's more looking at these kinds of things. Interesting choices. Question mark. I'm guessing this is an elite fight, maybe. You earn more scraps. I guess scrap maybe is the meta progression. Of course, there's bosses. So I'm curious about what's going on up here. So this will be an oddity as well as a question mark spot. So let's go for this one. It feels pretty all right so far. I mean, it's, you know, nothing quite is going to be quite the same as Star Fox proper, obviously. And here we go. I was hoping I'd get some different variety with enemy spawns. There's definitely some things I would like to have seen in this game. Like I said, like the other, maybe some other movement options, maybe some kind of lock-on feature would be nice. I know it's easy to say that because, of course, it's what I know. So a lot of it just kind of comes down to, you know, what am I already familiar with? There are turrets. Here we go. Now we're getting some proper variety. That makes me happy to see. Piercing round. That's cool. More bullets and piercing. Cool. Or just the piercing power of the bullets, right? I think that could be nice and helpful.
Go!
But unfortunately, I did get slapped there. So the piercing actually comes in handy.
Two in one shot.
A whole bunch of these fellers.
Please remember that you have a limited amount of
Low on the juice. Actually, no, I'm not low on the juice. I just took a hit there. I think oh, I see now. It's you have a shield as well as like proper hull integrity. Oops. I don't know if that means that that's my last opportunity to see them or if they'll be swinging back around. Oh, there he is, I think.
Laser beams cause continuous damage while contacting your ship.
Oh, I see. They just kind of home in on you. That's pretty brutal. So that first level was probably just a baby mode tutorial, and then from here on out, I am having to get good. I think is my interpretation. So I think the baby mode tutorial was going really easy on me, and that is not always going to be the case. I have to get good. The good news, we have a laser cannon option here, or more missile shenanigans, or better piercing. I'm going to go for more damage.
You are making me shoot you.
The voice acting is fine. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not AI generated. And I've said before, I will take maybe like less than amazing voice acting if I know for sure it's not AI generated. So if it's, you know, amateur hour, that is extremely okay. I'm not going to shit on that in the slightest. If it's AI generated, I will shit on it. But if I know it's a human, you know what? Bless them for trying. Bless them for like putting forth the effort. It's more than an unpleasant percentage of game developers out there, like indie game developers. And I don't mean to like make it seem like, oh, stupid developers, so lame, so boring. Like, I get it. I know times are tough. I know budgets are tight, but still, it's like, just even if you don't have like a great voice actor, even if you're not confident, just try it, man. It's better than the AI shit, which is just the fucking worst. It really, really is. So I could definitely use a repair. I definitely got slapped around that fight. So repair the juice, upgrade something random. I'm gonna guess I probably can't do all the above. Repair the juice. Yeah, see, it's pick one or the other. All right, now what's going on up here? What's this? What's this gonna be? Let's find out. Choose an upgrade. Okay, it's Mooney, not Mommy. These are cursed choices. Cursed choices. I wonder if I can just choose nothing. So, all common swarm turn to solid blocks when they're destroyed. Ooh. For the next 2 action zones. But you get a bomb drone augmentation. So, projectile drone, multiplier augmentation. New power-up is dropped by swarm, which gives unlimited energy. So, I don't know what these augmentations are. Projectile drone. Automatic boost. You know what? Let's do that one. I'm somewhat confident about my ability to automatically boost. I guess that will also include the boss battle. I'm also noticing the music is maybe not the most inspired. Also, no voice acting here. Unknown areas. Okay. Any questions? You received better earn rate, I guess, for just this next level. So we have a better earn rate, and also I'm going fast. constant boosts, man.
Need to get through. Need to get home.
Oh, jeez.
I
They gave me the stuns. Oh. Well, I think this run is not long for this world. I already like lost all the health I just got.
What's going on here?
Your hull level is critically low.
Yep. I'm extremely aware. We lost all the health we just got and then some. And I don't think it's a matter of like, oh hey, we're going fast, we're gonna get to the exit damage quicker. I think we're like, the whole goal is to kill dudes. I think killing dudes is what ends the level, like getting a certain score amount. So there's the projectile drone multiplier. It's a rare one. Increase the count of all drones. Fire projectiles. Okay. So right now I don't think I have any, basically. That's the thing. I wonder, yeah, if I need, or maybe I did get one. I didn't realize it. Oh wait, maybe that was the one thing that I grabbed. Yeah. What was the one thing I got? Maybe that's what that was. What that? You guys are exploding. Rip. Okay. It's a little bit harder to fly through those small little gaps when you're going that fast. All right, so the Mega Rush is really tricky. One other thing too is that in Star Fox you had abilities that would heal you, that could heal you at least. The silver and gold rings. None of that in this game, at least not what I've seen so far. So, as expected, our first run ended in catastrophe, if you will. And again, no voice acting here. At least, I'm not hearing it. Maybe you guys are hearing it, but I don't hear any voice acting. So yeah, this is a job interview, this whole thing. We just teleported you out of your home into space, tossed you in a spaceship, and said, go kill some bad guys. Let's see, what is it now? The house does not exist. Your whole planet got fucking eviscerated. Everyone you've ever known and loved is dead and forever will be dead. Yeah. The swarm identified you and retaliated. So because we forced you to fight for us, the bad guys have killed your home planet. I mean, she's like handling it pretty well, things considered. Get some health at the end of each fight. That's good. At the end of each level, that is. And purchase more shippies. Got to progress further in the story before we can unlock Ross and Max. Okay. So sure enough, there is a story aspect to it. I was saying at the start that, you know, usually when it comes to games like Star Fox, the story is not a huge emphasis. Usually it's kind of more in the background, but there is something there for those who are into it. So I don't fault this game for just kind of tossing us right in, but at least there's some kind of story stuff to get into for those so inclined. So I don't have enough VP. I need, oh, it's actually pretty expensive. Pretty expensive to get that stuff. And more milestones to reach as well. Are there any other upgrade things I can do? Like, yeah, can I upgrade the hull of the ship? Or anything like that? I mean, I have some fun monies. Gotta complete more runs. Take down more elite swarms. Yes, I guess the idea is the meta progression is actually kind of limited at the start. You have different, like, weapon combinations, and of course different ships eventually. But yeah, I guess there's not really much for actually ways to, like, upgrade the like individual parts of the ship before you jump into the run. Let's try again then. Let's try again. We went back at full health. And let's just go for it. Or I guess, yeah, continue. Yeah. Now select that one. There we go. Now that we know the exclamation point questions are the those are the cursed choices.
Does your continuation mean you have decided to take the job?
They need to pay.
I don't believe attacking the swarm will result in them compensating you for your home.
But it'll make me feel good.
Droid.
Oh, it's because they didn't understand what needing to pay means. No, we don't mean like pay them money.
Die.
I'm gonna grab those. These little strings of fellas are actually pretty tricky to deal with sometimes. There's a lot of them. They're fairly lucrative. They reward us pretty generously. When they all fly in a straight line like that, it's a little bit easier to pick up all this stuff. Oh my god, look at all this nonsense. Oh, I don't have the missiles, do I? No missiles for Alex. Pick them up. If I right-click, nothing happens. Yes, they kind of create obstacles more than anything. Energy back. Yeah, those guys. Oh, there we go. There's one. There's some. So can I just say blast a whole bunch of those guys? What I don't know when you do a barrel roll and you deflect a shot. What I don't know is, does that barrel roll deflect it back to, like the deflection, does it deflect it back to the origin of the shot, or does it just deflect it randomly? Fires a missile projectile dealing. Right, that's our drone. Okay, every 5 seconds. 10 damage doesn't seem like much, but of course, if you if you invest into it, it seems like it could be nice. I feel like the laser cannon is a pretty reliable choice, at least at the start. Yeah. A whole lot of these string fellers. A lot of the string boys. Yep. We do feel pretty underpowered in a lot of ways. And they are definitely not afraid to kind of throw us right into it at the start, at least.
Gotta watch where I'm going.
Need to bump into things. Yeah, break as many as I can. Yeah, they really like to throw these string fellas at us, don't they? Thinking of my reminder of Centipede. Original arcade games way back in the day. Longevity enhancer. Natural longevity enhancements. So for just various time-based ship augments, of which we have none right now. Chain Death Lightning. Oh, that sounds nice. 4 damage to two targets. So yeah, I mean, that seems like a small amount of damage, or a small amount of, like, just a small number. I guess I don't really know exactly how much health each bad guy has. There's probably numbers that are appearing above, like, the enemies as we're killing them, or as we're shooting them. So there's probably a way to find out. It's got to pay more attention. But there's a lot happening visually. There's a lot of, you're trying to, like, monitor your movements and the positions of the bad guys and make sure you're trying to land your shots. So it's a little bit hard to kind of ascertain those details. I'm curious about the chain lightning one. That actually sounds like it could be nifty. This is really helping with these guys in particular. No missiles. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna say I don't think I'm allowed to actually go through that one. That would, I think, damage us. I'm pretty sure.
That's for my house.
I guess she's more concerned about her house blowing up than she is about, again, everyone she's ever known and loved. Because presumably that was like the whole planet.
Yeah.
That's my assumption, at least. That was the first level. We could do like a fancy schmancy one. Oh, hold on. Continue. Dense fog, but you get better stuff. If I take this one, then we are kind of guaranteed to go down this course, which is actually fine, I think. I think I would probably avoid the curse one, because the curse one seems a little bit questionable. So yeah, so I think I'll take this path. It means we'll be slightly delayed. Actually, no, I guess it means we would get the repair or enhance option first. Get that one sooner. Maybe getting it later would actually be a little bit on the nice side, though. Yeah. But it means... You know what? No, I think I'm okay with that, actually. Yeah. So a slightly later repair opportunity. Or like maybe if I don't take any damage, or take less damage, maybe I don't have to worry about that. But generally speaking, the idea of delaying the opportunity for repair might be a nice idea. That way we're at a higher level by the time we get to the actual boss battle.
Oh, have the
grab
swarm
this real
destroyed
quick.
your property before?
Oh, no, it's just
I think he's like slightly fancified.
something always happens.
That's for the garden I was gonna plant!
There's gonna be like enhanced versions of certain bad guys. In fact, here's some right here. Blast they asses. Very easy to like panic dodge. It's very easy to panic barrel roll away. Which on the one hand is not necessarily a bad thing, but it does mean it's very easy to like burn a bunch of your energy before you need to. So better fire rate. Which is all well and good, but of course I'm still gonna have the same problem with my energy levels. I'm actually kind of tempted to just lead more into the chain lightning. It actually sounds like it could be really nifty. Okay, my stuff's getting pretty low there. Blast those fools. Not quite enough to kill those guys. I don't know if there's like any sort of benefit to getting like an entire chain of them. I don't know if there's like any sort of bonus, like a set bonus basically. For killing an entire chain of these like stringy boys. Oh shit! Oh yeah. Once again, I panic barreled when I really didn't need to. It's because like so much of the time you're kind of focused on where you're aiming. It's easy to not notice when there's a shot coming at you.
Energy's out again.
That was actually one nice thing in Star Fox 64 because there was no punishment to barrel rolling a whole bunch. Maybe you wouldn't shoot quite as quickly, but still there was no like way that it would straight up prevent you from dealing damage or like running out of like any sort of energy. Is yeah, if you felt like there were shots coming towards you, you could just kind of panic barrel roll with really no punishment for doing so. No hard punishments at least. Once again, it didn't seem like there was any like major benefit necessarily. The chain lightning thing is doing better. I can tell there is definitely a difference there. Scarabs. Can raise the hull and also restore some, which is nice. Or even better, chain lightning. That gives us more targets. Or just better laser cannon. How much damage have I taken? We're doing actually pretty okay. I think I'll take the laser. That was actually pretty good. That was good, like chain lightning, chain death lightning, synergizing. Action zone clear, not too bad. I think I've learned also if you do one tap of the barrel roll, it'll just do the barrel roll, and if you double tap, then it will do a barrel roll and like yoink you to the side. That's kind of nice if you only wanted just the deflection without full committing to go in from side to the side. I guess the question mark means you learn more about like the in-game lore basically. And I guess as a result of that, you get some kind of bonus for the next round basically. We're actually doing pretty okay as far as needing hull repairs. So I think what I'll instead do is go here and just get an upgrade basically. Laser cannon at max level, that sounds nice. Yeah, let's do that one. I don't know if that's only for this level or if that's going forward. Do we have fog this time? We do. We have fog. They still outline where the bad guys are going to be, which is nice.
Nothing. Die.
So scrap is the blue stuff we're earning. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of that stuff. Yeah, these guys are, well, this level, of course, we knew was going to be pretty lucrative. So you get a whole restore if you go through the tight areas. So that actually would be an opportunity to heal you throughout the level. I'm gonna guess this is not a tight squeeze. It's more of a lukewarm squeeze than anything. Something to make the barrel rolls less expensive would be nice. More efficient energy use would be a really nifty thing. Juice. Oh shit. Yo, got his ass real quick. So just in every so often. Yeah, every 8 seconds, just in every so often, a little pulse wave. You're really leaning into that chain lightning thing. Took a bit of damage there. Oh my fucking god! Yeah, those guys are my undoing if I'm not careful. I kind of turned my nose up at the idea of repair options, like mid-level repair options. But now I think I'm starting to see the light. Longevity. I'll keep doing the chain lightning thing. I think eventually we will start to see some diminishing returns, but it is pretty nice right now, at least.
Clumps.
Doing pretty okay right now. It's really helpful against those whoa, clusters. Panic dodge, it actually worked out well for us. Good. Yeah, we're getting a lot of levels, like in this one, or a lot of experience in this one level. Barrel rolls can suck up the goods. Only once every 8 seconds, though, unfortunately. 8 seconds. Yeah, let's do the tight boost thing. Oh, you have to boost through the openings. It's one thing to go through them. You have to boost through it. Oh, I didn't realize. Okay. He's out. Got them both. Oh, yeah, I will go for these guys. So much more adept at dealing with these fucking dudes. Not as much of an issue. Kind of dealing with those chains of them. You like eventually I had to kind of rely on the missiles. Not quite as much this time around.
Made it.
A little bit more. All right, so that was actually not too bad. We are not quite at full health. Actually took a decent bit of damage there, but we're doing better. We're doing better.
I know that house was just a spray box, but it was my spray box.
Spray box, lady, are you spraying your poops? The tight boost? Is this a tight boost? Apparently it was.
My brain.
Which blows my mind. Oh, okay, that's what was getting us really bad that one time. I think that's like an AoE. Can make us restore a little bit more. Not much, but it's something. Yep. Well, something. So that includes the really narrow ones as well as the circle ones, which is kind of surprising. Oh, maybe not. Like, is this a tight boost? No, it's not. Okay. Never mind. So I thought, for some reason, I thought the circle boys would be considered that as well. Kind of fucked that one. By here. There we go. So I think I'm gaining more than I'm losing, at least. A little bit tricky. Once again, oh shit. Okay, I fucked that. Whoa, fucked that one really good.
Not this again.
And of course, then you get stunned. It's the worstest, the worstliest. There we go. So I'm looking for more healing opportunities. It's a risk. It is a risk. Yeah, it's like if it was... I was feeling a little bit more confident about like my positioning. I would be... I'd be like more akin to risking a little bit more. Here we go. That was a good one. Good. It's not a lot of heals. I mean, every little bit counts, obviously. I don't know if there's like a number that's on display here. You know, in between levels, it does tell you the number. When they do that shockwave attack, it's a little bit hard to tell. It's a little bit hard to tell, like, what's the effective, like, kind of hit rates, or like, hit radius of that thing. Because I feel like there's been times where I didn't see the shockwave,
That's for the garden
like, visually reach me, but I still took damage. Okay, well, that was obviously a bad one. I instantly lost all the gains. All the gains I'd been making. Yep, not bad. Tight boost. Now we have our shield back, which is good.
I'm done.
It was pretty good. We know we get like a little bonus heal at the end. So we ended up with about the same amount, honestly. About the same amount. So first boss battle. Well, or maybe an elite battle. Maybe not a boss battle, but some kind of elite swarm. There we go. Let's try this one. What's up, shock value? Yeah, it's like a Star Fox roguelike, basically.
On?
The swarm have deployed an elite level robot.
That doesn't sound
And
good.
Skycrawler. He's talking nonsense.
God, what does that mean?
He's gonna get his ass. Pew, pew, pew. Oh, shit. More missiles? Oh, yeah, more missiles. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. There we go. It's actually not too shabby for the time. Oh, time being out. Those are a little bit scarier.
Moving, but can
Ran out of juice. That whole repair. There we go. Got his ass. Nice. Oh, wait, no, he's not dead, though.
It appears to have a second phase.
You're not kidding, lady.
More of this? Ah! Well, that's fixable.
Making little buddies. Oh, never mind. That's not little buddies. That's just, like, part of him, I think. Actually, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not part of him. There we go. He's out. Not a moment too soon. Ow. Gonna go for a slight heal. Got it. I tell myself I'm getting better at that. A heal. Yep. Oh, man. Making frequent use of my... Or not frequent use. Trying to frequently monitor my energy use makes this a little bit trickier. I think we've got this, though. I think we're on a good pattern here. Oh. A whole bunch of deflections there. Ow. I think we got him. Okay. Getting a whole bunch of experience for our troubles. The trouble with tribbles. I would say giving them... Would piercing rounds help? It wouldn't be helping in the like for boss battles. Better missiles or the pulse wave thing. Let's do the pulse wave thing.
More damage sounds good. It blew up. Is that it?
Get a heal. Hoping for a little bonus heal. All right, so we continue. I guess that means we beat Act 1. So that was the first. I don't know if that was like a full run necessarily, but it was something. Orbital drop point. There we go. What if anthropomorphic animals, but on the other side of the spectrum than Star Fox, right? Well, I guess with Star Fox, there were, of course, anthropomorphic animals, but there's a whole bunch of them. There's foxes, frogs, rabbits, monkeys, lizards, everything in between. This is just cats. Be prepared for new types of swarms and intense fighting. So Act 2, here we go. Here we go, man. Right, the animals are people. Well, I mean, here, presumably the animals are people here as well. There's also, I guess, whatever the swarm is. I guess it's kind of nebulous what they're meaning when they refer to the swarm. Is it robots? Is it insects? Hard to say. Probably some rogue AI if I had to guess.
There are so many of them.
So now we have like a whole completely different little area, which is kind of neat. Probably can't get those guys. Wait, there's people as animals? Oh wait, hold on. Is that's something I must have missed then? So wait. So when you say people as animals, do you mean like are you trying to say like everything's reversed? Like the cats are civilized and humans are like kept as pets? Is that what was implied? If that was something that somebody had mentioned in game, I completely missed it.
Bye.
There was some like role reversal that I just completely missed. The truck thing is actually pretty cool. Yeah, so I guess I'm misunderstanding. So how is it different than Star Fox as far as like the people, like you know, the anthropomorphic animals? Because I think this is exactly like Star Fox, except that in Star Fox you had different animals. Obviously, Fox is a fox. I know, crazy, but Peppy is a rabbit. Slippy is a frog. Leon is a lizard. Falco is some kind of falcon. So I don't really see how it's any different, really. Because they have more human features? I don't know. To me, like, I mean, kinda, sorta, but like, well, actually, let's think about this. There is the character Cat in Star Fox. I think she would actually be fitting quite well in this game. I think Cat would like fit in really well in this game. So I don't know. I don't really see it as being that different. I see this game as having like the characters are like they're anthropomorphized. So you know it's like a cat with like that has like been humanized or a humanized cat, I suppose. You're saying this game is degenerate horny? Well, I think that's what I'm getting at. I'm saying Star Fox is degenerate horny. If you're saying that Star Fox isn't degenerate horny, need I remind you of Crystal? Star Fox Crystal. If you're gonna sit there and say, whoa, this game is degenerate horny, need I say more? Need I say more? So yes, this is like in-game. This is an in-game render, so this is not fan art. So yes. And the character Cat, same kind of thing. So I posit that no, this actually is exactly how Star Fox is. This is exactly how Star Fox is. Now, in the N64 version and like the original SNES games, you know, it was simpler graphics, obviously, so it's more cartoonish. But yeah, in like Star Fox Adventures and Star Fox Assault, no, this is how it is. So I disagree entirely. I think this is absolutely on point. You get a better pulse wave or fire quicker shots. The tight boost sounds nice. It sounds nice. But my ability to actually capitalize on it is where it gets trickier. Yo, what's up, Chuck? The cats have boobs. Well, again, Crystal, though. I'm saying, man. Crystal, and to a lesser degree, Cat. You don't really see much of Cat in Star Fox 64, at least. At least, well, I guess there's the 3DS remake, which I've not played. We just use our imaginations. There you go, yeah. No, it really comes down to which Star Fox games are we talking about. Because, yeah, if we're talking about, like, Star Fox Assault and Star Fox Zero, that's where you get like, you know, fuller view of these characters. For better or for worse. So, if you want to say one is horny, they both got to be horny. That's the rule. And I am no prude. I'm not against these games being horny. In fact, if nothing else, I embrace it. As the good Lord above intended. Oh my god, the fucking cubes.
Survive a small number of collisions.
I mean, I don't want to collide. Not my intention, lady. Oh shit. That's not a tight squeeze. This one should be. Yeah, but I took a bunch of damage, unfortunately. Sure love their, like, little lock-on lasers, don't they? They just love that shit. Taking a lot of damage. I'm not sure if you can deflect those like you would normally be able to deflect a typical shot. Yep. Yeah, the cubes are brutal because I'm pretty sure that's an obstacle that you take damage you can fly through. More than a slight issue. Heal. Those guys are brutal. Oof, yeah. It gets tough. It gets tough. So that was our first Act 2 visit. Had that pulled up quickly. Listen, I'm actually a big Star Fox enjoyer. I don't think I've streamed any sort of Star Fox games in a while, but I'm a really big fan of Star Fox. Like, Star Fox 64 is one of the games I've probably played the most on the N64 out of all the games I've played on the console. And of course, Crystal isn't in that game, but she is a very prominent feature in the later games. I guess the first time she shows up is in Star Fox Adventures, and I think has been in every game since. Now, she probably at least wasn't in the Star Fox 64 remake for the 3DS, because that one's just a Star Fox 64 remake, one of many. But yeah, I for sure, like, that is a series that I'm very excited to like see more of. Like, of course, I'm excited for the new one that got announced. I know it'll be a while. I don't think it's coming out until, actually, maybe it is this year. I guess I can't remember. I know it was announced. I can't remember what the release window is going to be for it. But I'm certainly hopeful. I hope it's good. I know that Star Fox Zero is not everyone's favorite, but I don't know, man. I have a soft spot for the series for sure. All right, so I got one little chippy for killing the one big guy. Hard to destroy the entire swarm. Have I unlocked anything new, though? Their intentions are unknown. Trying to force them to reveal their nature. They're just trying to kill us. They're just trying to, like, blow up planets. We don't know why. The VP is like the something points. The very good points. So now I can permanently upgrade perks. Here we go. So here's where the meta progression flows in. There's ship-specific fellas, and then there's global upgrades. So critical at chance and damage, starting missile ammo, which is nice. Multiplier, which I guess means you just get more of the stuff quicker. It's not much. It is a 1% upgrade per every 20,000 spent. So you burn through that real quick. Out of curiosity, as far as other ship options go, so I need to complete milestone 5. I'm not sure what that is. Milestone 6. I know what that is. I don't think I know what that is. I'm not that I would be wanting to do the glass cannon one anyway, most likely. Barrel roll. All barrel roll items cost half the energy. That sounds kind of nice. Yeah, that one sounds great. But it'll be a while before we be able to upgrade that one. So I'll probably feel more inclined then to invest. Final boss, to invest more on the ship-specific fellas. So 5 more elite spawns, elite swarms, and then we'll be able to get whatever that one is. Work to upgrade, right. Shield recharge delay. The upgrades are pretty expensive, honestly. Energy recharge factor, 5%. Boost efficiency, shield capacity. Shield recharge delay would be pretty nice to juice up a little bit more. Energy recharge factor. I'm gonna guess that's relating to, yeah, your ability to shoot and your ability to barrel roll. I actually think I might just go for that one. Can I like unlevel? Can I refund? I guess you cannot. Whatever you choose, it's locked in. It gets way more expensive as you go along. But that is not terribly surprising. I could go for the boost efficiency. I'm not quite as worried about boost efficiency. If anything, I would maybe do this one. Starting missile ammo. It's only starting missile. It's only helpful for like the very start of the fight. I think I'd probably just stick with the default for the time being. So the meta progression is kind of slow. It's kind of slow. I know that's something we were talking about with Elgaso not too long ago when we were playing Spell Brigade. Because Spell Brigade also had that same kind of problem where, maybe I shouldn't say problem, but that same function, that same kind of pattern where the meta progression is a bit of a grind. It's like very expensive.
Quickly without taking hull damage to start a combo.
It's very expensive to get any sort of upgrade of any significance. And because it's so expensive, yeah, there's that kind of feeling of, oh, so now we're learning about combos. Got it.
Your combo will reset if you take damage or go for a few seconds without destroying a robot.
But I'm not going to take damage, and I'm always going to be killing bad guys, obviously. But anyway, it's just that idea of like when the upgrades are expensive and it takes not like the accrual of the upgrade points takes a while, then it's going to encourage you to do runs on a pretty regular basis. To do a lot of runs to be able to afford major upgrades, which on the one hand makes sense. That's kind of how roguelikes have to go. But on the other hand, it can feel like a grind. It can feel a little bit like just kind of overwhelming.
You earn, which will
when you're
help
staring
with
down.
ship upgrades.
When you're staring down just how much it takes to upgrade the next thing and you see how little you have, it's like, oh my god, it's going to take forever. So it's a tricky balance. On the one hand, you don't want the upgrades to be super cheap and that easy to power through. But on the other hand, if it feels like too much of a grind, it can turn off gamers. I don't know. It's a tricky balance to maintain.
Your ship is equipped with advanced maneuverability options.
Advanced maneuverability, you say?
You may have noticed that the spin dodge system is enabled on your ship.
Yeah.
If used correctly,
did a whole bunch.
It will help you avoid projectiles and collisions.
Trying to keep that combo going, but also trying not to take damage. Very easy to get got. Sometimes not so obvious to tell when a shot is heading your way. I appreciate that when you do a barrel roll, the shield that you kind of get around you lasts for just a little bit after the barrel roll animation ends. Gives you that little bit of a kind of grace period, which I appreciate. Oh, the dare drop stuff. Yes, actually, that's a good question. How's about this? How's about this? I'll share with you their website. Because I think the way it works is that on dare drop, I think you have to create an account on the site, and then I think you just have to I think you just apply, maybe. I think that's how it works. I think you sign in or create an account, and then they have to verify your account. And once you're verified, I think that that's all it takes. So I think it's like the dare drop admins have to, I think, usually manually verify to make sure that you are, basically to make sure you're like a real streamer. Because I'm sure you've heard that there's people that they repurpose or steal other people's content and try to make it seem like it's their own, that kind of stuff. So as long as they verify, yes, you're a real person, the stuff you're doing, the streams you're doing are your own. I don't think there's very hardcore requirements about viewership or how long you've had your account, that kind of thing. So it's pretty easy to just make an account and to be added in. As far as participating in the individual campaigns, that of course depends, because some publishers set some kind of high requirements for their campaigns. When Space Marine 2 first came out, there was a dare drop campaign for the game, and the requirement was, I think, a CCV, so an average viewership amount of 15 or 20, which is quite high, I think, at least. For the top 0.1% of streamers, that's nothing, but for the rest of us mere mortals, 15 or 20 is getting pretty up there. Most of them are either 5 or 10. Usually most of them are 5 or 10. So yeah, so I would say, yeah, pointing towards a website, there should be something in there about creating an account. And when you create an account, I'm guessing it'll probably have information about the verification process. And if it doesn't, it might just kind of happen in the background. But yeah, I think that's pretty much what it's going to come down to. I think there'll be something in that kind of onboarding process that says, all right, now the admins will need to kind of give it a looky-loo. Make sure that you're just a legit streamer, a legit content creator. And of course, there's ways to facilitate that, part of which is if you have on your Twitch profile, on your Twitch channel, have a link to maybe your Twitter page or an email, or there's if someone, you're looking at a Twitch profile or a Twitch channel and there's an empty bio with no other links, no other information about what else, what are they? Are they a person? Are they is it a team? Is it just a throwaway account someone made? Or is it a platform that someone is trying to build up? Is it a content creating personality that they're putting time and energy into? So usually if there's decent indication that you're a real person, then you're probably generally. If I get the boost berserk, so if I'm boosting, okay, that means I fire quicker. Not to say that my energy is more efficient, just that the shooting goes faster. I think let's go for the laser cannon. I feel like I don't do much with the missiles. The missiles are cool. It's just they take a little while to get going, and they're not always, not to say they're bad, but I almost would just rather spend that time doing the shooty pooty. Absolutely. The missiles are neat though, and they're a nice to have, as I like to say. Toss them in there right now. It's just because they kind of operate on a different, a different system basically. They continue practicing the spin dodge. Isn't that what I've been doing? Haven't I been doing the spin dodge? I'm nervous that there's no fellas. I think that means I gotta deflect more shots. Oh no, I think I see what's happening here. Yeah. I think that message is just on the screen, just in general. But I think the general idea is that this is just a regular level otherwise. We kill a few more guys, that'll toss us to the next level, so I think we're okay. The magnet actually would be very helpful. Normally I would say give me that laser cannon upgrade, but that magnet is gonna be good. And I think the nice thing about Dare Drop though is that, yeah, just to make an account, I don't think there are any hard set requirements about oh, you have to have a viewership of this much to join. I don't think there's anything like that. The Dare Drop admins don't give a shit about how successful your channel is, how many followers you have, your viewership, that kind of thing. The only folks that do give a shit about those kinds of things, your follow your like viewership, your follow numbers, that kind of thing, would be publishers for when you apply for a review key for something. So like when there's a dare drop campaign for a game called Rune Dice that just came out today, and I think the average CCV requirement for that one is either 5 or 10, and that is usually set by the publisher. And it's a bummer because some folks see that and they go, oh man, that's kind of a high requirement, but the dare drop admins go, hey man, that's not something that we set ourselves, that's up to the publisher to determine. And we got Ryan in the house, and also Alias Raids. What's up, Alias? And we got Neon Abyss. Neon Abyss, I think I've actually played that before, Ryan. That is, I think it's, if it's the one I'm thinking it is, that is a good one. I think that one is kind of similar to this one too. Yeah. Yeah, I think I know what you mean, Ryan. Yeah, I think if it's one I'm thinking it is, I think I've played it. I think it's a really good one. We got Alias with the Ray. What's up, mans? Good to see you, dude. I was gonna say it was tonight the Dwarf Fortress times, man. That's exciting. That's exciting. Dwarf Fortress, his first time. How'd you feel with it? How'd you feel with it as a person that usually does really well with like learning new games and diving into something that you've never played before, learning it quickly? How did it feel with Dwarf Fortress, which I know is probably a little bit outside the usual realm? That being said, you've played a lot of Caves of Qud, so Caves of Qud has, you know, they're different games, I realize, but there's probably enough of that kind of like weird, archaic depth that is like similar with both games. Again, they're both different kinds of games, but there's, I don't know, there's something about a game that presents itself the way that Caves of Qud and Dwarf Fortress does, where, you know, you just kind of learn by doing, you learn by experimenting, and those games don't pull back. Those games are not afraid to slap the heck out of you, man. But that's awesome stuff, man. So now we can deflect the shots back with the barrel rolls. By the way, this is Whisker Squadron Survivor, so if you've ever played Star Fox, a lot of us are excited about the new Star Fox announcement that just went live, I guess, a week or two ago, announcing a new game, which is exciting. This is not Star Fox, obviously. This is not the new one, but it is an indie game inspired by Star Fox. It's a Star Fox-inspired roguelike specifically. And I've got a couple options because we just leveled up our guy, so now we get to choose something. So I guess the idea is that it still costs, I'm assuming the same, basically. Unlocks 3 additional items, right, which I guess means we can get more of the roll deflectors. So actually, that does sound kind of nice. Let's go for that one, because we do the deflections on a fairly regular basis. So yeah, so it's Star Fox, you get the deflections of the shots, that kind of thing. There's not like charged shots like there were in Star Fox 64, but there are alternative weapons like missiles. You can upgrade your laser shots. There's barrel rolls, obviously, of course, there's barrel rolls. You can use the boost to get through. No U-turns, no somersaults. But otherwise, it's pretty cool. And I was thinking that we were probably going to be done with this level pretty soon. They were saying to keep practicing the spin dodges. And I think we've demonstrated ourselves with that pretty well, hopefully, by now. Is that it? Are we done? Okay, so now the run actually begins. Okay, so that was all just like kind of leading into, I guess, teaching us some of the basic mechanics. So now does the level begin, or is it going to teleport us away? Then blow that up. Waiting for bad guys to spawn. It's a little bit weird how sometimes things get generated. So unlike Star Fox 64 and other Star Fox games, this is all procedurally generated. So it's not like, oh, there's like, you know that there's this one obstacle, and if you fly through all the arches, you'll see the alternate boss. Like, there's nothing like that. It's not like, oh, if I know this enemy's gonna spawn here, I know this part of the level means that we're about to be done. No, it's nothing like that. Everything's procedurally generated. All the enemies are procedurally selected, all that kind of jazz. So it is a standard roguelike in that sense. And when a level ends, when you I guess kill enough bad guys, they just kind of teleport you out. It's not like you reach the end of the level and you're all set. So it's a little bit kind of like, you know, a little bit shallow compared to something like Star Fox, where every the levels are predetermined and are handcrafted. So that is, you know, I guess one downside, I suppose. By the way, Elias, thank you again for the raid. And as always, if there's any clips you want to share, I'm always down. We got Ryan After Clubs. What's up, buddy? It's good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. Say you played this on release, because yeah, this one's out for or has been out, I think, for a couple months at least. It's an anxiety. Yeah, it's a game that I've never played. I've never played it myself, so I'm a fake fan here. But I enjoy watching other people play it because the game mystifies me. It is a exhausting game for sure. But yeah, it's a base builder. Exactly, I'm with you. The thing that I've always wanted to try with Dwarf Fortress is the like the adventure mode or whatever it's called, where that one is more like a Caves of Cut experience. Instead of managing a colony, you are one adventurer going off on an adventure, but with that same degree of anything can happen, that same level of procedural generation, and like just wild ass encounters. It's made some good progress, even though the game's a while. I'm glad you stuck to it and tried something that, yeah, maybe is outside your usual wheelhouse. I'll admit, I'm not much of a base builder guy myself. I enjoy base builder games, but I don't play them very often. So, and when I do play them, I always feel like a little bit of a fish out of water. So I understand how that goes too. So 10 combo hits increases critical hit chance. Actually, I think we're going to go for the magnet for now, but I think I'd be tempted to go for that crit chance one. This actually does sound kind of nice. The idea of better crit chance. As I'm trying to go for more combos. Inevitably, of course, there will be plenty of instances coming up where keeping the combo going is going to be easier said than done, because the bad guy's going to be shooting me all the damn time. And of course, you lose your combo whenever a bad guy hits you, or whenever whenever it just goes a while without having shot anybody, without having killed anything. So, you know, it's easy keeping the combo up right now, but in the later levels where I'm going to get hit a lot more often, that's where it's a little bit trickier. So right now, it's relatively easy peasy, but that will not last. So right now, yeah, here we go. So 26, like, that's pretty nice. That would be a 2% boost, which is nice, but even then, easier said than done. I think they said it maxes out at 10, which would require 100 combo, 100 plus. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. It was in early access a while back, and 1.0 is fairly recent. Right, gotcha. Yeah. Doesn't keep you super grounded. Yeah, it's cool. I like it. I would say, yeah, there's things I would like to see. There's some things I don't know if I love necessarily. I don't know if I love the whole thing where shooting and barrel rolling drains an energy meter. Because again, I think of Star Fox, at least in 64, there was no downside to barrel rolling and rapid firing. You didn't have to pause to let things recharge. I guess I can see why they do that as a means of having some kind of way to balance things. Like, I can understand why they do it that way, but I don't know, man. It's what I'm used to. I'm used to Star Fox where it's a little bit more free and a little bit less kind of clamped down in that sense. I think I will take this one because I like the idea of a cheaper roll deflection. That sounds nice. More magnets sounds nice, but yeah, I'm trying to really lean into making the barrel rolling a little bit more feasible. At this point, last time I had leveled almost exclusively into damage and also like splash damage, which is to say when you killed a bad guy, they would do a little electric charge that would damage the other bad guys around them. Oh,
Please
shit.
mind your wings.
Didn't mean to slap it, lady. Wasn't my intention. The other downside too is that, at least at the start, there's not much for enemy variety. The enemies are kind of like level locked and also biome locked. So once you get to the second act, then you see a whole litany of different bad guys, but it takes a while to get to that point. And of course, again, the runs themselves are procedurally determined, so go around that. There we go. And that includes like the kinds of encounters you have, because this is just a standard level, just a standard encounter, but there are opportunities to repair your ship or purchase upgrades. In between levels, that is, in between challenges. There's elite challenges, there's boss battles, all that kind of stuff. First projectile block to refill stuff. That actually sounds kind of nice. Each barrel reflects, yeah, refill stand energy. That actually sounds kind of cool. Refill stuff when you get to combo 35. Let's go for that one. I like that we have the opportunity to re-roll as well.
Becomes intense.
So in that case, I'm going to be encouraged to do more barrel rolling, which is to say deflections. Like that one. Woo! Yeah, so you only get that energy restoration with the first one. I think that's what they mean. Every time you initiate a barrel roll, if you deflect a projectile 1 or more, you get 10 back. 10 energy back, which is nice. That improved that zone, nice. Not too bad, not too bad. Some silly things can happen in adventure mode, absolutely, absolutely. I appreciate you guys coming in, and thank you again to Alias for that raid. I know Alias said he has to hop off, but if any of his lovely viewers, if you guys have any clips from Alias that you would like to share, that's fine too. Alias knows whenever people raid me, I always like to ask if there's any clips you want to share, anything. It doesn't have to be from tonight's stream necessarily, but anything recent-ish that the streamer wants to share with us, anything they're proud of, any fun moments, any interesting clips or interesting moments from any of their streams they want to share with us. So if any of you guys have any Alias clips you want to share with me, that is also perfectly valid. We'll all watch together, kind of put up on the big screen, that kind of deal. So that is an option for those who are curious. But otherwise, happy just to continue playing the game and just kind of chilling. Is this mouse and keyboard or gamepad? So it offers either option. It supports either one. I'm using mouse and keyboard myself, and it works pretty well. I am very much a Star Fox 64 devotee. I would say Star Fox 64 is probably the maybe third most game I've played on the N64. Played a lot of Smash Brothers, played a lot of Mario 64, a lot of Mario Kart, of course, a lot of Zelda. But yeah, Star Fox is a game I've played a lot over the years because it's such an easy game to just toss in and do like a run or two. Just do I don't know, it takes like maybe an hour or so to go through the game if you kind of know what you're doing. And it's kind of fun. Even if you play the game 1,000 times, it's just a satisfying game to play. Trying to get new high scores, trying to, I don't know, revisit old levels. It's a game I always love coming back to. It's a comfort game for me. So there's a lot of things that I'm used to when it comes to Star Fox-esque games, which is both good and bad. On the one hand, this control scheme feels pretty natural, and I like it. But like I was saying earlier, there's things this game adds which are cool, but they're different, and they're different in ways that kind of rub up against my expectations. So yeah, I'm trying not to be too set in my ways necessarily. Once again, we have the choice of kind of a divergent path here. The main thing I try to look at is this guy here, which lets you repair or upgrade the ship. I try to look at it more as focusing on the repair aspect. We don't need it right now because we have our hull is at full health, but eventually I'm sure we'll need it. And it seems like that's more likely to happen later on in the run, so I think I'm inclined to take the lower path ultimately. That will ensure that the repair happens a little bit later, which is kind of nifty. The downside is that there's fewer elite opportunities. If I take this route, we could get 2 elite opportunities, or I guess like just maybe not elite, because elite is what they call the boss battles, but like an enhanced opportunity which earns you more resources, which does seem nice. But at the same time, I kind of see that as maybe this is like a sign that I should take this and play it kind of safe in that sense. Yeah, Majora's Mask, Mario Kart, there you go. Star Fox, Mario 64, yeah. Yeah, I would say if I had to pick a top 5, it'd be this one for sure, in no particular order. This one, Ocarina of Time, Mario 64, Smash 64, and maybe, what would be the 5th one? What would the 5th one be? Mario Kart, Mario 64, this one, Ocarina of Time. Oh, and Smash, okay, that was it. Yeah, and Smash Brothers, yes, that was it. I probably didn't count Mario Kart. Yeah. Because, I mean, there were other ones for sure. I mean, I played a lot of Kirby 64 and the Crystal Shards. Love Diddy Kong Racing. There's a good number of them that I played a lot, but as far as the top dogs go, it'd probably be those, honestly. Probably be those. Let's take this one as the safe choice. Let's take that one as a safe choice. What's up, Dolph? I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm kind of a fake fan. I love Star Fox 64. I personally thought Star Fox Adventures was good. Controversial opinion, but I enjoyed it. Ow.
Who's next?
And I think Star Fox Assault gets a bad rep. I think Star Fox Assault gets a lot of heat. I think it's a worthy game. I understand. It's clunky in some ways, but I think it gets shit on maybe too much at times. I think it's pretty good. I think you're gonna increase the laser cannon. I think it's a pretty good one. I think it's a valid entry for sure. So, but I've not played Star Fox Zero, and I never played the 3DS reboot. Or remake of Star Fox 64. So there's a lot of Star Fox things I haven't fully engaged with yet. I've never played the original. So I'm in many ways like an even more extreme version of a fake fan. I've never played like the OG shit. I hope to get the other guy down here. So at some point it's a series I'd like to like delve even more into. But yeah, I'm excited for the new one. I know there's been a lot of talk and a lot of discourse about the design. Let's start with the character designs, and to be honest, I'm unbothered by them. I know some folks have very strong opinions. I'm completely unbothered by the character designs. I mean, I don't know. I think they look all right. I mean, is it a little bit silly? I mean, maybe, but I don't know. I feel like Star Fox level character designs have always been a little bit on the silly side. Let me grab one thing real quick. I feel like Star Fox has always looked maybe a little bit, maybe not uncanny is the right word, but I don't know. Like I think it's one of those where I think I just don't take it very seriously. It's like I don't look into it too with too much scrutiny necessarily. So I'm unbothered by the character designs. I think they look fine. I'm completely unbothered. You can even make it cost less and reflect more damage. That actually sounds kind of nice. Let's do that one. Let's do that one. That'll be less useful for this.
Too slow.
Fighting these guys, but more useful for boss battles. And I'm going to be seeking out more opportunities to the deflections because of the energy replenishments, which is nice.
Woo! Got them all.
Back up to full hull, which is nice. Full health.
There goes my combo.
There goes the combo because, of course, the timer. That's fine. That's fine, lady. So the question mark, I think, usually just means we get some kind of conversation. Little moment here, some dialogue with the HQ lady. And they give us some kind of bonus for the next level. So less energy consumed, which is good. Just a standard action zone, nothing fancy here. West versus East design decisions.
Here we go.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point, yeah. Robin Hood Disney, right, I see you, yeah. And I don't know, maybe that's why I like don't see it as much of an issue for myself personally, at least, just because. Oh, that was cool.
Done.
I don't know. I mean, I enjoy all these things, but I don't know if I have a preference necessarily. I don't know if I have like a preference for, yeah, East versus West. Yeah, Robin Hood Disney animation. Like I'm down for all of it. I enjoy all of it. I'm not picky. The better magnet one seems nice. Get a damage boost for 5 seconds when you boost through a tight squeeze. Take that. It's nice. It's satisfying sending those back to sender. Return to sender. I also kind of want to increase the thing that, or level up the thing that gives us more energy. More energy when we reflect the first shot, because that can really be self-sustaining, I think. Those guys have a lot of health, so it's just easier just doing that. They're healthy boys. Not even taking a shot. Oh, except that didn't kill. Oh, you can shoot their shots out. That's kind of cool. I don't know if they could like disable their shots. Blink, blink, blink. Up top. It's cool that there are sometimes little bonus fellers you can find. On those little trains, there's little I don't realize there was those little like ore deposits you could shoot. Gives you some bonus resources. That's the fancy boys. Didn't have an opportunity to show it, but yeah, I kind of stumbled upon it earlier. Trust. Been a little bit better about this run just in general. Yeah, that's kind of what I feel, Duff. I think it's like, you know, people want to react to it, and I get that. There's nothing wrong with that necessarily, but I think part of the discourse is just a matter of, you know, people are excited, but it's, you know, they want to comment on you know, just whatever's available right now, and all we have is just the trailer. You know, it's not much, obviously. Oh shit. You know, we don't have like actual gameplay to look at. I mean, I think there was maybe some gameplay in the actual trailer itself, but it's one thing to actually be able to play it with, you know, see it with your own hands. See it with your own hands, feel it with your own hands. So I think you're right. I think once the game comes out, I think that'll be less of the focus and more of a focus on just the actual game itself, which is ultimately what it should come down to. Satisfying noise. I hope it's good. I mean, it's no secret that Star Fox has had a mixed past when it comes to some of the games over the years. Star Fox Adventure, of course, was, you know, in many ways not a Star Fox game, not a true Star Fox game. It was originally going to be Dinosaur Planet. Like, you know, that's like, there's a whole rigmarole of, oops, shit. I think I took some damage there. There's a whole litany of YouTube videos and video essays about that whole deal. They kind of added Star Fox into the mix fairly late in the game's development. and that kind of explains why the game is a little bit of an odd one. It's kind of an odd, kind of black sheep in the family of Star Fox series, just because it's in the name. It's an adventure game. I mean, there's some R-wing sequences, but not much really, and it feels kind of like its own thing. But I still think it's a good game. Star Fox Assault had some great ideas. It didn't always execute them great, but I think I think it succeeds more than it fails. The failures in that game they do glare. They do stick out like a sore thumb. There are some glaring problems, but I still like what the game is going for and what it's attempting, and what it like. Even if it doesn't always succeed, I feel like it gets more things right than it gets things wrong. But again, it's very weird and quite different than Star Fox 64, obviously. And apparently, and I've not played Star Fox Zero, but I've heard Star Fox Zero has some pretty rough control issues. I've heard that one's like a really good game. Like there's a good game there, but there's things that kind of get in the way of its success. So, we had Star Fox 64, we had Star Fox 1 and 2, generally well-remembered games, but after that it gets kind of spotty. Oh, Forza is crapping out on your shock value. I hope you're liking it so far. I did see your post about it in the Discord server. I know Aaron said he really liked it, and I've heard generally good things. It wouldn't shock me if there were some bugs at the start, though. That would not surprise me. Try and do something new. Exactly. Because the rail shooter, right, exactly, it can be a little bit limited. It absolutely can be. I can't blame them for trying something different. I mean, Star Fox 64, of course, did something quite different with the all-range mode levels and level sequences. I think that helped tremendously when it came to mixing it up a little bit. So no, I'm all about it. I'm all about, like, new Star Fox, even if it's not always gonna land, I'm still applauding them trying something. Also, it's been a while since Star Fox Zero. I think that's fine. I'm always down for more. Star Fox fans not always eating the best, but that being said, that's nothing compared to F-Zero fans who have been neglected for decades at this point. Well, I mean, there was F-Zero 99, but come on. I mean, it's cool. I'm not knocking it, but it's not the same as a new game, man. So I think a lot of us really, really want new F-Zero, but we'll see. Maybe eventually. What is the revive augmentation? Random unowned item at max level. Yeah. Now, what I think I know what missile launcher is. I don't know what revive augmentation is. Guess I'll grab it. Is there a way to look at what this is? Should revive upon death, one-time use. That's pretty cool. Basically, an extra life. An extra life at 70% health. It's pretty good.
Let's see what they've got for me here.
Oh, except I shouldn't have dodged out of the way.
Too slow.
Oh. Give the missiles. I don't have amazing firepower this time around. We have way more energy, though. Good. Missiles. And these guys don't shoot anything behind them when they're locked in together like this. They only start shooting lasers behind them once they separate. So when they're all together like that, you can just kind of focus. And you're right. There's Wipeout. There's Ballistic NG. There's actually one we played last year. Pacer, I think is what it's called. There's Pacer. There's a whole bunch that are inspired by F-Zero. But it's not the same. Exactly. It's like we want a proper F-Zero. There's some really cool indie devs and smaller devs doing some cool stuff. Fast RMX is an incredible series that is usually on Nintendo consoles. Fast RMX and I'm trying to think of the other one's name in the series. But I think just the RMX series is a very, very good kind of alternative to F-Zero. But it's not the same, man. It's not the same as the real shit. Not the same, man. Breath of Fire, Wild Arms. Dolph, I understand that as well. Like, F-Zero fans have been neglected for decades, but, I mean, yeah, Breath of Fire, Wild Arms, Half-Life fans, I guess with the exception of Alex, Half-Life fans, yeah, there's a whole lot of fandoms out there that have been just starving, that are truly languishing in relative obscurity. So, it could be worse. As frustrating as it is, it could be worse, man. Like, every once in a while, I'll see some kind of discourse about, like, like a game that gets delayed, right? Like a game gets delayed and people will be like, oh man, we've been waiting forever since the last such and such. And then you look for when the last entry in that series was, and it came out 2 years ago. And it's like, guys, quit your bitching. What the fuck, man? This is embarrassing. Remember, there are starving F-Zero and Breath of Fire fans who would kill for something in the last decade, much less. Just be grateful you have something confirmed that's happening versus just not knowing if you're ever gonna get a new entry into, you know, enter name of forgotten series here. Too real, man. Too goddamn real. It's all relative, I suppose. Oh shit! I keep that combo going. Oh, I lost the combo. I'm so sad. We're doing great with a lot more health though, or well, health, but also better combos and better scoring in general. More missiles. More missiles. Probably better laser. Yeah, give me that laser cannon. Which I think means it's super powered. It's all followed up, man. All filled up. We want the ET. That's right, yeah, ET for the Atari. I don't know if there's any ET super fans that are gonna be quick to what's the word? To be defending that game. I'm sure there's like some folks out there who legit enjoy the game, but yeah. Where are the Superman 64 stands out there to really white knight for that series? That's what we really need. Hey man, when's Superman 64 2 gonna come out?
Stay focused, Olivia.
Every once in a while, yeah, I understand that, Dolph Graham. I understand. Like, hey man, maybe someone will do something for us. Someone will come through, maybe. Arachnid Daddy.
What's it saying?
Can't tell. He's got that death beam like that one dude in Area 6 in Star Fox 64. I got no missiles. Not the best aim, which is fine. Other way, yep. Gonna like lead him around. There, of course, is gonna be a second phase after we get to the second half of his health. We're in much better shape by this point than we were in the last run. This boss is a little bit easier than the one we fought earlier. See how the second phase looks, though. I do the same thing, Dolph. Every once in a while, I'll like just kind of look around online. Like, is there any news that I just missed about Series X, or this developer that I like, or this publisher that I'm curious about, where like things have been quiet for them for a while?
Keep going.
Are you serious?
So the deflection's really coming hot. Costs a lot of energy to do so. Of course, you can also just shoot their projectiles, so you don't have to do the deflections every time. But it's kind of free damage. It's free damage real estate. Damaging the shit out of me. Oh, shit. Oh, man, he just fucking slurped my entire dick. He gave me the big suck. Wow, that was a lot of hull damage. That was, like, very sudden. That was one blast of it. One blast of that laser shot, and then fucking melted my penis. Holy moly. Better range for sure. Wowzers.
What happened?
That was humbling. Now, I got a pretty good heal out of it, but still, that was brutal. Fucking brutal, goddamn. On to Act 2, baby. We're poised to be in a much better position for starting Act 2 now. Earlier, we really struggled, but I'm feeling better about this. I don't think we even beat the first level.
This should be interesting.
The Vaporwave aesthetic, which is more akin to original Star Fox, of course. This might be a hot take, but to be honest, I don't love this kind of Vaporwave aesthetic in games like this. I think it's cool, but I think it's kind of overdone when it comes to this kind of game. So, I don't mean to sound ungrateful. I mean to sound ungrateful for, you know, for games that... For like indie games that are trying something different and try their kind of remix on some kind of Star Fox-esque video game, but I feel like we've had a bunch of these kinds of kind of Vaporwave levels in these kinds of rail shooter games. So I don't know, I could... I wouldn't be sad if we got less of this kind of aesthetic in these kinds of games.
Close. Lost the combo.
It's a little bit sacrilegious because again I recognize that this is probably the closest to like actual Star Fox. You know, Star Fox 1 and 2 had something kind of similar.
Will aggressively attack your position.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wanna watch where I'm going.
A lot of shit to repel. Good thing we got like the enhanced shield. It's really helping us. Pulling it down, man. A bit more damage than I wanted to. Missiles. I'm gonna focus you because yeah, that freaking hockey puck is dangerous.
One more down.
Could even have a better magnet. I feel like our magnet's doing pretty okay. Give me more of that energy. Give me more of that energy, honestly. What's up, Corgi? Good to see you, bud. Good evening to you as well, my man. Good, thanks for popping in. Got the credenza. There you go, man. There you go. Not a huge rail shooter guy. I enjoy them, but I don't enjoy every single one I've played. I'm kind of picky when it comes to rail shooters. I'm generally liking this, but yeah, I would say rail shooters can be a bit of a snooze. I am liking this one, though. I am liking this one. Right. No, you're right, Dolphgrim. I'm pretty sure it is Capcom. So if there was ever a time for them to consider it, this would be a pretty good time for them to maybe look at that as an option. Because, yeah, Capcom has been doing very well lately. So I'm extremely... I would say if there was ever a time to say, like, there's a decent chance, now is a pretty alright chance. God. Trying to, like, really lean on the projectile deflections. Carry me here, but those guys are... Those are brutal. If I can survive this level, I think we have a repair opportunity coming in pretty soon here. Yeah, the Act 2 bad guys are pretty brutal, honestly.
Laser beam got me. I'm gonna keep going. Enough.
And can we be done pretty soon here? I think I'm like, oh, it's because we got the extra life. That's what that was. That's why I got into slow motion for a second there. And we got the blinking because I think we have invulnerability for like the first like 10 seconds or something. Now we're back in it for reals. So we burned our extra life. That's fine. Not ideal, but it's how it goes. Missiles.
Nothing but
Ouch. Yeah, the jump in like difficulty between Act 1 and 2 is pretty impressive. Those guys don't drop that much experience, dude. They're really hard to break down. Trying to kind of hang below these guys. A lot of shit being thrown at us, though. Hang below you guys. You can try, like, you can kind of use the deflection to, like, squeak you through those guys, but you're not going to be able to reflect their beams back at them, obviously. Also, it's a shame that the bad guys are still able to do shit at us once the level's complete. So, I'm not going to take that one. I will take the repair, though. Do I take the repair now? That's the tricky part. I think I'll do it. I think I'll take the repair now. The other ones seem neat. Oh, laser cannon, though? Oh, man. Or Gatling gun. Yeah, man. Laser cannon would be nice for doing big damage. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing big damage. I'm doing it, man. There are black holes. Oh, boy. People are popping off on the garden. I bet they are. I bet they are. That is exciting. Oh, no, I was looking at the wrong thing. So let's go here first. 40,000 fun monies, which is good. So now we earn twice that much, and which is good because we're also earning 3 times the scrap here already. So this will be a very bountiful level. An impressive comeback too. That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
This zone will aggressively pull you in. Be prepared to boost.
Oh, you can get the juice, but they'll give you the suck, the juicy and the sucky. I'm gonna try for that one.
Keep an eye
just
out
boost
for
it out of them, I suppose.
Opportunities, Olivia.
Another black hole. Yep. And they suck in the bad guys and the goodies, including myself.
Should have seen that.
Okay, this level might be a quick one, which is to say I'm like quickly gonna die. The suck is really hard to deal with. At the rate I'm going, I'm like having a hard time killing bad guys because there are like so many obstacles to try to deal with. Hard to secure a dub. So much damage, my god.
Clump
Oh,
with me,
jeez.
lose my combo.
Eh. The black holes are fucking brutal. I wonder if there was a way to tell what it was going to be before I committed to this level. I wonder if I could have looked ahead.
Gotta restore this hole somehow.
Yeah, it's not. This ain't happening. This is not long for this world. It's a shame that these guys, the dudes with the lasers, that it's not just a one-time hit or like you take a little bit of damage and then you get some iframes for a second. It's like it's a constant drain. And when you're getting hit by it, it will like if you're getting hit by it for more than a couple seconds, it will just remove your entire health bar. Oh, boost. I'm dead. Yeah, so the black holes are awful. The black holes are brutal. And Act 2 is rough. Act 2 is brutal. Made some progress towards other goals, right? As we're, if we have at least 5, well, I guess 3 more runs that end with us killing one boss, will at least unlock something else. But the meta progression is not, like, we're not talking, like, huge leaps forward, is the thing. Yes, there are locked upgrades, right. You're not, Samus, you're not authorized for that upgrade yet. Yeah, for one thing, there are eventually going to be other ships we can buy. But, there's mysterious milestones that we don't have yet. Doesn't tell you what milestone 5 is. I'm gonna guess it is something relating to the story. I don't exactly know what, but some kind of nondescript milestone. 6 and 5. There's that. But when you go into the perks, of course, the good ones are the ones that are ship specific, but they're super expensive and not overly generous. It's not like doing a lot more damage or like that much better of a shield recharge. So it's kind of an odd. I would almost maybe say that the balance for this game and how the upgrade system kind of leans is maybe a little bit too much on the punishing side. I think for a lot of players, I would see I'm maybe feeling this myself. Playing this for 2, 3, or 4 hours, you're still staring down the fact that you're struggling against the second area. Anything after the first area. The first area is like pretty easy. First area is pretty easy and pretty like consistent to beat it. The second area is crushing, and looking at how little you get, how much you have to spend for very meager upgrades, it's kind of like oh my god, like what are you supposed to do here? It's pretty discouraging. So I would say I kind of understand why some folks kind of bounce off this game a little bit. They play it for a little bit, but then go, I don't know, and don't really stick to it necessarily. So actually, I didn't mean to click. What I want to do is do the energy recharge. But I would say the shield delay, or shield recharge delay being reduced would be a good idea. So that's probably a good idea. But that's all you can do. After clearing one act, that's all you really get out of it, unfortunately. I'm not sure what the microchip stuff is, and I don't know why there's a maximum of 66 of them. Maybe the idea is there's that many elite enemies, and because we've only fought 2 elite bosses, or 2 elite enemies, maybe there's only maybe only getting 1 microchip dropped per, variant of them. I'm not exactly sure. I also don't know what you do with them. Presumably, you spend them at some point, somewhere. Maybe after you spend the VPs, like when you get to, the upper echelons of these upgrade threads. Maybe the last few require the microchips instead of the VP. It's hard to say. But, yeah, so we'll go ahead and try another run. Try at least another 1 or 2 runs. I'm still enjoying the game, but yeah, I can feel myself feeling a little bit discouraged by just how enormous of a leap that second act is. It's a lot for sure. It is a lot for sure. What's up, Aaron? Good to see you, by the way, bud. Good to see you. We're playing a Star Fox inspired roguelike. It's pretty good overall. You might have heard me say that there's some aspects of the balance with the game that I don't think I necessarily agree with, but I overall am liking it. It's overall very good. What I'm hoping is that we'll have at the beginning of that second run, we unlocked the combo meter. And the combo meter also provided some pretty cool synergies as far as other upgrades, other ways that certain abilities could kind of scale off your combo increase and that kind of thing. So I like to think that there's still more that we can unlock to kind of help us along. To see, yeah, Aleph has a pretty cool job, honestly. Yeah, I always like to hear about the cool shit Aleph gets to do. Sometimes it's sports events, sometimes it's concerts. It's pretty cool stuff, honestly. Pretty cool stuff. And then what else? Hold on, there was another redeem. There was, oh, the hydrate nut dab. I always struggle doing all three at the same time. I'll try my best. Where'd my nut go? Here's the nut. All right. Nut. There you go. That was my attempt at a nut dab. Hydrate. Nut dab, hydrate. Nut drate. Nut. Hold on. Dab, drate, nut. Hard to portmanteau all three of those. Jump into the next level. The Holy Trinity. The Holy Trinity, which is to say...
Are all of your systems in order?
Well, it involved one hole. It involved one of my holes. One of many. I appreciate that this first level, that Act 1 has the, you know, legally distinct, Corneria music. Not Corneria from Star Fox 64, but Corneria from original Star Fox. Which is, of course, iconic, even though I've never actually played the original. It is an iconic track, of course. I miss all my cool upgrades, man. I had some really cool upgrades last time. I was able to deflect the shots. I was able to absorb the energy. You know how good I had it, man. I had the increased magnet range. A lot of things going for me back then, man. Yeah, it makes me wish that there was maybe some kind of level progression that was something in between the Act 1 and Act 2 as far as like the challenge level, because Act 1 overall is actually pretty easy. Kind of getting slapped around here in this first level, but once we get some upgrades going, that'll make us feel a little bit better. Better magnet range, yes, good idea. I think after a certain point, the magnet range kind of has like diminishing returns because the range reaches so far. It's like, what more benefit could you possibly need? The answer, of course, I guess the idea is, yeah, if you kill a bad guy on one edge of the screen and you're on the complete opposite corner, then maybe it could be worth it. They're also only giving us the buggos. Notice that? They're only giving us the standard buggo dudes. Okay, they would have given us the tracks of the dudes as well. Scarabs, rather. Yeah, like the dudes that were kind of all in one big train. It's the main weapon. Well, that's actually what we did last time. Which is to say there was, yeah, so the laser cannon. So last time we got the dual laser cannon. The problem is there wasn't an opportunity to switch out the main weapon. You can upgrade the missiles. The missiles are a little bit not the most reliablest, unfortunately. I mean, you get a refill if you get a combo of 35, which takes a long time. So yeah, we can definitely upgrade the laser cannon and whatnot, which definitely helps.
I'm out.
And it's nice, but yeah, I mean the main cannon is nothing to be excited about, unfortunately. Knowing that there is a dual option is nice. If we can get that sooner, that would be helpful for sure. What I really want is to get one of the other ships unlocked, because those do have different like primary weapons. That'd be something to look for as well. As far as this kind of choice we're faced with here, I think I'll probably just stick with the straight one here. Not really a huge difference. I don't think I have any interest in checking out the cursed options. I'll just stay the course. Stay the straight and narrow.
Focus.
Oh
Olivia.
shit! Actually, you know what, Dolph? It just occurred to me. I think I know what you mean. You're not talking about the in-level upgrades. You're talking about the stuff outside, like the meta progression, basically. Because I forgot about that. There was like another menu for it. I can't remember where it was, but there was another menu that showed us that there are very expensive but very much available to us other primary weapons. There are other primary weapon options. Guys take forever to take aim. But yeah, I think... Yeah, I haven't actually looked at that in a while, because they were very expensive. Something like 50,000 or 100,000, that's like super, super high cost. But if we save up for one of those, that actually might make it worth it. I don't know if it was like any of them were like a general, oh, this is like way better necessarily. I think some of them might just be like, well, this one fires faster but has less damage. This one fires slower but has more damage. Those kinds of trade-offs. But that actually might be worth trying. Every 15 seconds, deals 30 damage as like a zap. Oh, it's like a short-range zap. I'm gonna give myself better magnets for it. But I think I see what Dolph was getting at. That's not a bad point, because I kind of forgot about those. The fact that they, like, snag onto you makes me nervous. Finish this guy off if possible. Do I have any missiles? I do. Like when they all cluster together like that. Lasers. Doing okay. Feels a little bit like Slay the Spire. Is I gonna get that stuff? Boost! There we go. There we go. Takes multiple hits to kill the basic mobs, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna look closer at those next time we are in the in between our runs, because that actually might be a thing to really consider. Speaking of which, laser cannon would be nice. Yeah, I'll take that one, actually. Yeah, the better laser cannons definitely help, but it only just kind of helps. Is it enough to be a deal breaker, especially in that Act 2 where they're really, really juicy? They're very much mega juiced.
Polished off the last of them.
So is there any... Oh, okay, so yeah, it does cost energy to be using the boost. Speaking of using boosts. Yeah, trying to grind up the level, exactly, you're right. The fact that it takes a while, too. So I can max out the laser cannon, max out the missiles, or a random one. Just give me the laser cannon maxed out. You didn't need a repair, obviously. You can go up for a question mark, or just do another standard run. No matter which we choose, we'll eventually have a question mark. If I take this one... Really, doesn't really matter, yeah. I know, like, ahead of time? No, I do not. That one has meteors. This one has the dense fog. The black holes were awful. The black holes by far were miserable. I guess I'm curious to see what the meteors look like. You can click ahead to see what are, like, the extra challenges. The dense fog is actually pretty simple. So the meteors could be interesting. It also could be completely lame. A corporation built the swarm. So I guess it's a bunch of robots then. A rogue AI. And they went rogue, as AI is known to do. Better primary weapon damage. I love that. So between having a maxed out primary laser and having a temporary bonus damage dealer.
Okay.
I'm gonna be slapping these dudes like it was no one's business.
Dusted.
I'm very okay with that. So yeah, now it's gonna feel like a real Star Fox kind of experience, where we're like blasting through dudes like it's nothing. Yeah, in Star Fox you are... Oh shit, I was really paying attention to that guy. In Star Fox 64, especially if you have the hyper laser maxed out, it is night and day for sure. I need to be paying attention to those guys. I have it in my mind that I can just deflect their shots, and it does not work that way. I can, like, not take damage from them, but I can't just deflect them back, unfortunately. That's all. It's gonna be a relative snooze fest, I fear. I would say better magnet. Yeah, probably. I'm not going to be boosting and shooting very much. Go. Go. The barrel roll is ingrained into my brain. It absolutely is. Yeah, the barrel roll is ingrained into my brain, absolutely. It's the thing is, though, with this game, I'm trying to, like, rewire my brain to not rely on it so much, because the barrel roll uses energy, and it uses the same kind of energy as shooting does. So shooting and barrel rolling drain your ship's stamina, and it takes a second to get it back. I could re-roll, but it's... The problem is that's, like, that's the stuff we ultimately use for the meta progression, so I'm gonna not spend that, unfortunately. Kind of a bummer that the currency you spend on stuff like this cuts into your meta progression currency. I almost prefer when there's a meta progression currency and a currency just for this one run. I like that a little bit more. The boosts are actually kind of nice, though. Doing the barrel can suck up stuff. I don't think I'm quite as excited about that. We've already increased our magnet range anyway.
Guess damage output is a safe bet.
Your ship can only survive a small number of collisions.
Wait, hold on. Just so I'm clear. First shackle by boosting for a bit. Oh, okay. So I have to do it myself then. Does boosting for a bit. How long is a bit? That might not necessarily... It might be worth it. It might be kind of so-so. Here for a moment. Give my shield a chance to recharge. I didn't see anything happen. So if there was a shockwave, I didn't see it. A bit might be more than a bit. And I wish I wouldn't have grabbed that one. That one. That's the thing, because it costs energy. That's the problem. You can't just boost for free. So yet another thing to kind of drain your energy reserves. I feel like you can shoot those shots out of the sky, which is kind of nice.
Done.
There it is. Okay, so it's like an AoE. It's kind of neat. I don't know if I love it, though. I wish I would have taken something else. Or would have been given another option, that is. Let's see what the meteors is like. I'm gonna guess it's an obstacle to dodge. Raining from the sky.
This area is experiencing meteor impacts. They will cause damage if you get too close.
Yep, makes sense. Or magnets. Or better max health. We'll take more magnet. But yeah, we're probably reaching the point pretty soon of diminishing returns here. Pretty big explosion radius. Combo buff. Ooh, wow. Combo of buff 15% increases damage by 50%. That's huge. It's a flat amount, but that's huge. I think I'll take that. Now we do like crazy damage right now. Until I get hit and or lose, or just don't kill for a while. We're gonna be doing big damage. Big damage. Kill a random enemy when you do a tight boost. Longevity 1. Let's see. Would this help? Can I look at mine? Yes. Anything that is time related. The boost bomb kind of is. I think I'll just stick the missile one. I still think it's worth re-rolling. It'd be one thing if this run was like going the distance and we were guaranteed, or like, well, no, maybe not guaranteed, but en route to getting to the final boss or like a huge milestone, maybe. But I don't think it works that way necessarily. 30 or higher, which is right now. Weapon usage goes down. That would be kind of sick. Yeah, the main weapon is now better because we've leveled it up tremendously for this run, which is huge. Yeah, including some level opportunities we've never seen before. So we're definitely seeing some new augments and new options getting added to our deck, which is nice to see. Electric screwdriver, yeah. It's helpful. It's helpful. I don't own one myself, Ilith, but I've used one before. They are nice. They're a nice luxury for sure. A nice convenience. So I'm with you.
No more swarmy.
I'm with you. They're nice to have. Especially if you know you're gonna be doing some pretty big like assembly stuffs. You know, you get something from IKEA. You got that credenza that just came in, so can't say I blame you. I want to use even more of it. Or do I want to just give myself more missile fellers? Impact damage doesn't go up. The thing is, like, requires a pretty juicy combo to be able to benefit from, whereas this is always going to be a benefit temporarily, or potentially at least. If we're about to lose our combo, except there we go, 69, nice. We're getting a lot of levels because of that huge magnet we have. We're able to absorb the stuff that much quicker. Speaking of, I really like that one. That one is tempting. Above 15 is an enormously generous range to be in. It is. I'm shocked at how generous that is. It's a huge amount too. 50%. Like that's the first thing we've seen in this game that has like a big number like that, like a 50% juice up like that. Like even lower the threshold. Yeah, usually it's something like this. It's the critical hit chance goes up by 1. 10% is the max. You have to get 100. You have to get 100 to get that 10% bonus, which are almost 2 right now. It's not going to last forever, obviously. They'll lower the threshold for that one. Got the hundo combo.
That's 100. That's all
Pretty cool way for the level to end. Nice. Oh, that was like, now we've got like a pretty darn good build going. That's pretty darn good.
Clumps.
Now, some of those benefits, of course, were just temporary, but others sticking around. This is the first guy we fought once before, the Sky Crawler.
Ugh, so weird.
She's not wrong. He is kind of weird. Likes to poop those things at me. Fire the lasers. Just like the other guy. Not quite as girthy of a laser, but there's something to it, though. Poops out those things. Well, expensive. Yeah, that energy recharge, or energy absorption one would really be nice right about now. Yeah, that's the first stage. Hoping to shoot that thing.
Wait, is it multiplying?
It just kind of poops out that one, right? That's the one. Yeah, we see this guy once for amp. I don't know if you have to kill both, but it is kind of nice to just be able to focus on one target. So I'll take him out first. That's the other thing too. There's no way to get a really significant combo here because you can't really kill anything in this. We killed that one dude just now, obviously, but he's kind of an exception. There's not really much other mobs to fight in these kinds of boss battle sequences. We're doing a pretty decent job of taking him out. We actually haven't taken too much damage ourselves. See, this is actually pretty alright as far as previous runs are concerned. This is actually not the worstest. Got it. The boost bomb one, yeah, the boost bomb one was like, that was kind of a waste. And the fact that it's now been added to our deck makes me a little bit sad. One sounds so nice. Tempting. Give me more missiles. Why the hell not? Combo damage. Really good. That's really good. That one's good too, but that one's so nice. On to Act 2, which scares me. Scares me big time. We're in a pretty good state. We're in a pretty good situation right here. Best build we've probably had in a while.
Let's see.
Although I'll feel a little bit better about this if we can get that shield deflection stuff. And unfortunately, some things in our build have kind of been are kind of poisoning our deck of what we can find. That does limit. Without having to spend a bunch on
Did you see that?
on rerolls, which I'm really trying to avoid. Speaking of things to avoid, I freaking hate this guy. Doing a lot of damage now, which is great. But yeah, here is where I was concerned things were gonna get a little bit spicy because I'm gonna have a much harder time getting and maintaining combos because I'm gonna be getting hit a lot more often. Inevitably, I'm gonna have a harder time with some of this stuff. Unfortunately, we've leveled up the missiles a lot, but they do so much less damage than our standard shots. They're not really as reliable as they were at the start. That is one issue. Just lost the combo. Rapid fire combo shooter. Let's see. Every 20 combo levels for 10 seconds. yeah, that's the thing. It's only a limited time offer. Is the thing. I mean, it sounds great, but every 20 combo levels, I don't know, man. I think I'll stick a rapid fire. It'll still cost the same amount of energy, unfortunately. So it's not like really a huge upgrade, but I think it's still worth it. You can definitely feel the difference. These are unfortunately healthy. Also very easy to get nickel and dime by those lasers. Ooh. Need to like kind of fly underneath or just above. It's doing fairly well, all things considered. We've managed to only sustain a little bit of damage. Not the worstest, not the bestest, but not the worstest. We're able to kill those guys real quick now, which is good. So yeah, there's less of the laser guys kind of languishing and chipping away at us, which is helpful. I think those guys pop no matter what you do.
You need to be cautious in the
Again, I can't deflect those. I mean, I can deflect them, but I can't. Oh shit! I can't reflect them back to their sender. Return to sender. Hockey puck guy right here. There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad. Got his ass good. There's the deflector one that I like so much. Or do I make this a lower hanging fruit? I think I'll take the roll deflector. If not just for the energy cost that you gain from sending something back to sender. I'm not really even concerned quite so much about the damage you deal when you deflect something. I'm more concerned about absorbing the energy. That to me seems like a more worthwhile venture.
Please mind your wings.
Thanks, lady. I'm trying. As if I'm not aware. Of course, in Star Fox 64, you could famously break your wings, which sometimes would be miserable. Some kind of fusion upgrade, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Have to upgrade the stuff you choose. Right, that's ultimately what I'll have to do, is at least if there's nothing else to select from, obviously. Get a big dinner. 36 hours? Oh, man. Oh, I got you, Shock Value. Yeah, well, you know what? All jokes aside, that's a very responsible thing to do. I applaud your responsibility. I mean, I'm not too far behind you, man. It's only a couple years before I will have to start getting that myself. So I know it's coming. I'm not looking forward to it, but it is a responsible, health-conscious thing to take care of. As much of a pain in the ass as it is, I've actually heard that it's not terrible. I've heard that we're, of course, referring to colonoscopies. I've heard that colonoscopies are not miserable. They're so routine, and they're again, it's the right thing to do when it comes to detecting anything in there that shouldn't be there, because those things can be hard to detect without a colonoscopy. So pretty routine. It's you know, it's such a non-disruptive thing to do to experience, generally speaking. Dual laser cannon. I'm tempted by the Gatling gun, but the fact that we already have a fast-firing weapon, I'd be curious to just stick with what we have, but just laser cannon, just 2 of them. I guess what I'd be curious about is, I wish I could see, like, yeah, what are the details of these weapons? I can assume that Gatling gun does less damage, but fires quicker. Burst blaster, I guess I don't know. So yeah, I wish I could, like, look at the details. Like, give me the deets. But I think I'll just play it safe and stick with one we know. The devil we know. That's what I've heard too, Shock Value. I've heard, like, it's unpleasant leading up to it, but I've heard that, like, once it's actually go time, it's really nothing to be worried about, honestly. Yeah, so Chuck can confirm, yeah, that it's not very painful. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I'm glad that it's relatively reasonable, all things considered. Definitely not taking that route, because the black holes are the fucking worst. Gonna avoid that like the plague. I think we'll just take this one. Upper endoscopy, is that where they go up the nose and down the throat? Because I've had that like 3 or 4 times. I've had that a decent number of times. Back when I had my polyp surgery, the polyps I had in my throat, in my thrussy, they had to use the endoscopy to for one thing, detect the polyps, and then like first, like, confirm they were there, and then the second time was to see if they'd shrunk it all on their own, and then the third time was after the surgery to confirm that they were down, which they were.
Too easy.
I'm out of juice, but that's fine. Got the juice back. Got a really good combo going, which allows us to do way more damage right now, which is just what the doctor ordered. Doctor ordered that I do a lot of damage to these guys. Big fan. Rapid fire. Yeah, I'll take that. Shoot real fast. Something that would increase our energy gains would be helpful too. I lost the combo because it was kind of slow. Thought that was a bad guy for a second. That thing launching towards us. Panic thinking it was something evil. Rip.
Homing missiles cause significant damage.
Thanks, lady.
Logs. Ships out of energy.
I know. There's like already a little like confirmations when you're out of juice. So it's like I don't need the lady also saying, "Hey man, your ship's out of energy." It's like I know, lady. I know. You're not helping. That being said, this level is actually fairly chill, all things considered. Like, it's not... The second level was where things got really spicy last time, and that's actually been fairly reasonable.
One down, zillion to go.
Go. Cool laser can level up, or more of that combo damage. Lower down to 10 instead of 100. They blow air inside. Oh, I didn't have them blow air inside. When they did it to me, it was just with the camera so I could look to see what's inside there. See what's inside. I mean, maybe there was air as well to dry things out, but I don't remember any air drying, air blowing aspect. It was more just the camera just to scope things out. That's the main goal. You wake up and you're completely fine. Yeah. I mean, I know people that don't even they elect not to be knocked out for it. They elect to remain conscious and maybe like slightly sedated, but yeah, they don't like to be anesthetized for it. A slight hair hole repair. Not much, but it's something. Yeah, in fact, I think a family friend of ours was saying that like he actually prefers to be like a local numbing agent, but doesn't even like to be loopy at all. Like not even like sedated, just a local numbing agent, but otherwise be completely sober for the whole thing. And he was telling us the story one time. He's an old family friend of ours. He was telling the story one time where he was just kind of making casual conversation with the doctor while the situation was going on, and he was saying like as the procedure was going on, he felt like like I might need to like take care of something, like this is I'm feeling like a certain gastrointestinal activity, like and he was like trying to keep his cool, and he was trying to like hold together and be like, I'm just gonna get through it, it's fine. But like the longer it went on, the more he was like, this might be an issue. And after a certain point, he thought to himself, okay, I need to tell the doctor. And as he like was just about to say, Doc, I think we have a problem, the doctor was like, all right, we're done, and yoinks it out, and everything was fine. So like he like came with a hair's breadth from being like, Doc, I'm about to shit, maybe not my pants, but shit the scope. I don't know, man, like things are getting weird. But he said that at the last minute everything was fine. So, and it's stories like that that make me say, maybe I'd want to be knocked out, maybe I'd want to be cognizant for this. But yeah, some folks are completely okay with it. You're like burping the stuff out. Yeah, I didn't have that, thankfully. I didn't have that. They did that for the wisdom teeth. Yeah, they did. I did get knocked out entirely for the wisdom teeth removal. I did get, for when I got my wisdom teeth removed, they did anesthetize me completely for that one. I definitely didn't want to be awake for that one. Better than a colonoscopy. Well, at least a colonoscopy is like a fairly, routine thing, and we should all be so lucky to be old enough to require colonoscopies, because for most of us, it's when we're in our 40s or higher. So for some of us, some of us, like Chuck was saying, he's already had them before. Others, like Aaron and myself, Aaron, you're still a ways away, but I know myself, I'm not too far away from hitting that number where I'm going to need them. Some folks for health reasons might need them even earlier in life. I've got a buddy of mine, he is from high school, he has Crohn's disease. And I don't know if he has to do colonoscopy specifically, but he has other gastrointestinal things he has to have checked out on a more regular basis than the average bear would necessarily. Mine was just for fun. Yeah, mine was just some back alley. It was just some guy in a van. Oddly enough, he paid me to do it. It's really weird. It was really weird. Oh, now we earn more of the stuff. And we earn 2 times the scrap here anyway. I'm kind of curious. Do black holes earn you even more? Black holes earn you 3 times more, but they are miserable. I hate the black holes, man. They're so dangerous and so spicy. And the fact, I don't know if it's an instant kill, but it's a crazy amount of damage when we get sucked in.
All right, let's go.
A crazy suck. Oh god. God, those guys. Look at that. He just did like 60% of my health bar in a single hit. Those guys are the fucking worst, man. You guys are the goddamn worst. And there's not a ton of healing opportunities. Thanks to they can spot you before you can spot them. That is scurry.
Come on.
We're just constantly running out of energy in here. And I've upgraded the energy quite a bit. Just the overall meta progression is still very meager. Yeah, our DPS is great, but I'm having a really hard time keeping up with the energy requirements here. Might be where our run comes to its conclusion. Pulse wave, I guess. The pulse wave actually could be kind of useful here, because that is just a free attack, basically.
Damage output is always a safe choice.
Not really a damage output, it's more of just a kind of a bonus attack, basically. I don't actually love it, but out of all those other choices, it seemed like the least not good. Oh! I hate these guys, man. It's really a bummer. Like, I think of Star Fox, and again, I'm gonna harp on this a lot, but in Star Fox 64, when an enemy like that hits you, it's not like there's iframes. When you get hit by something, you go brum, 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 like there's like a shake, and you glow red for like a little bit. In this game, there's no iframes. And you get hit by something like that, it says ba 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 ba. It like if you're hit for like a second or two, you just go from full to dead. So it's really a shame that those guys really fuck you so bad. Voice forms to unlock the Crater Missile milestone 1. Okay, so those are the milestones. Then it's like an overall progression meter. So apparently there's another character that we're meeting, but I don't think we have the ability to like play as him yet, because that takes milestone 5, I think. We haven't even hit milestone 1 yet. So we have a ways to go. My gelato is getting soft. The upper endoscopies, yeah. Is that the one where it's like up the nose and down the throat? Because yeah, I've definitely had that once before. Well, a couple times before. At-home colonoscopy kit, as seen on TV. The anesthesia is just a heavy hammer. Mild bit of head trauma. New items. We got a new fella. Receive +1 options on the level up screen. Cool. That is legit helpful. That is very nice. Now that's to play as a different pilot, right? So more level up options or restore more health. Probably restore more health. But that is nice we got him. Guess we progressed the story a little bit. Got a lot of fun monies over here to spend. There's the Burst Blaster. A spread of bullets does more damage up close. Huh, damage up close. I guess like a shotgun. So I can't get that one and I can't get that one just yet. Here's about the Gatling gun for sure. So it's less damage. More energy consumption. Worse firing rate. Ooh. Fires a lot of bullets though, which is cool. I'll try it. I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but I'll try it. And you know, we'll try Max once as well. We'll get some different voice acting maybe. We can't do any other missile options yet. Those are also unavailable. Those are unavailable. And also, yeah, no ship availabilities yet. We haven't even beat milestone 1 yet. So still with the basic ship. We'll do another run or two. We're still doing okay here. Kind of a shame that, yeah, the weapon options... I don't know. I'm honestly, looking at these two, I would prefer the laser cannon, but we'll try the Burst Blaster. See what it's all about. Maybe it'll be a little bit juicier once I see what it's like. And once it's in action. Otherwise, we'll spend some stuff. And I think what I actually might do is say the multiplier. Do that once. So expensive, goddamn. Can't do the crit chance either. Can't do really much else. Shield capacity. Do I want an upgrade from 0 to 1? Sure, I guess. It's better than nothing, I guess. If we beat one more boss, one more elite fellow, we'll unlock whatever this is. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, just kidding. We need 2 more. We need 2 more. Not at all. Let's fucking do it, baby. You can just have one of your friends to do it for free, or at least for cheaper. That's right. That's right. We were joking that yes, the idea of doing a colonoscopy, not for health reasons, but for just for personal enjoyment reasons. Right, just a little bit. Right, exactly. Shock value. Just the right amount, shock value. Just the right amount. What's up, Bagasso? So this is... Yeah, so it really is a shotgun. Yep. So getting up close is the way to do it. This is Whisker Squadron Survivor. It's a cool little Star Fox-inspired roguelike. We actually, I saw Lover stream it about a month or so ago, and I got a review key for it myself so I could try it out. If I use the boost, can I get closer? Problem is, I don't think I can. And of course, the boost costs energy. Yeah, they speed up to match my speed.
You didn't see that.
So unfortunately, there's not really a great way of getting up closer. At least not on mine. I mean, I guess I can wait for them to position themselves, but... I don't know, maybe there's upgrades that can help this along, because this is a little bit on the rough side. It definitely does make me more deliberate about where I'm aiming. Energy consumption actually is not too bad for it. It's not a very good firing rate, of course. But a ways before we get our first level. Yeah, that's one. Yeah, the unpredictability with where the shots land makes it a little bit tricky. I'm hoping there's like some kind of upgrade thread that can make this a little bit nicer for us. So more damage per bullet. I mean, that helps. That helps. That actually makes each bullet do the same amount of damage as the starting blaster. He, of course, has more level up options, which is neat. But no built-in hull repair, unfortunately. So he's the only repair he gets is the stuff from visiting the shop, the stuff from beating a boss, and any sort of like hull repair options or like level up augments, basically. Up back. There we go. Alright, I suppose just one. Boop. Okay, we got the combo reset. That's fine. It'd be cool if deflections added to your combo, but I guess that'd get kind of overpowered pretty quickly. Maybe like would pause that. Maybe I could say maybe yeah. It's like if you deflect something, it pauses the timer of the cooldown of the combo reset. That'd be kind of...
Stay fresh, cheese bags.
It's a downside. We only got a single level that entire or a single level up that entire level. So that's kind of unfortunate. Dense fog would definitely help earn stuff a little bit quicker. Let's see if I can get the repair later on. I think I'll take this one instead. Because at first I thought the level completion was when you kill a certain number of bad guys. I think it's less that. I think it's more of a time thing. It's spending time in the level. I think that's what does it. My magnet is not very high power right now either, so my reach is quite limited. Yeah, all tight boost options. Tight boost, missile recharge, missile charger, combo charger, blaster. I mean, more damage is good. Definitely feel the difference with just overall DPS. It's more to do with when the shots land, which is not always. Missiles, which does less damage considerably, but leveled up the missiles at all. Combo damage one again, and honestly, I do like the combo damage a lot. For 5 energy each crit, that actually sounds nice. We don't have a great crit range, or crit chance rather. I think let's go for this one then. Right. It's science, not a kink. I'm with you. I'm exactly with you, Shock Value. I think you're onto something, my man. Down. Boink. Yeah, it's a shame to spend the juice on a deflection like that. You know, something to preserve your combo, but still kind of feel like you're being punished for it a little bit, because I've not even gotten close to that 15 combo to get the damage boost. Yeah, the unreliableness of this weapon makes it that much harder to land your shots. Hear the kills. Or burst blaster power up, I suppose.
Nasty little lasers.
They're kind of nickel and diming me with damage, unfortunately. But we would definitely need some kind of hull restoration option eventually. But we completely cleared the level and got a whole lot more for our trouble this time around, which is nice. Combo damage one. And I would like some kind of heal option eventually.
Make like a tree. Oh, my poor combo.
The voice lines are maybe a little bit much. I don't know if I love them necessarily. Continue going up this way so we can get go towards the repair. I'll definitely use it as a repair. Primary weapon damage goes up. That'll make this level a little bit easier. I mean, we could try the curse power-ups again, but I don't know. I was pretty unimpressed. Like, the negatives are pretty fucking brutal. Negatives are rough. I can understand, like, yeah, it's risk reward, but the risk just doesn't seem worth it, man. Seems quite on the brutal side. Oh, they like stood still. I'm not sure why they stopped like that, but like its own kind of hazard, honestly. So now I'm getting the big combo, which is nice. Do I lower the range or do I give myself just better damage overall? Make the energy less spicy, less costly.
That's a nice combo, huh?
Pretty good, actually. So now this thing is fully leveled up, it's way better. Way better. Now it's like a proper shotgun-esque experience. They say the combo's gone because no bad guys responded, man. I lost my boost. Nice thing is that fighting these guys is a great way to supercharge the boost, the combo. There's a whole bunch of them, and they all gaggle together. I'm gonna go for that guy, but that's fine. I'll play it safe. I get the damage boost, nice. As long as I get this combo going, we're gonna get big damage. Copy that one. That's a level. That was a quick one.
And thanks for all the scrap.
Combo reset. So in that case, yes, I'll use this as a repair. Which is a shame because dual... Hold on, is it burst blaster? Is that what I have? Alright, you know what? Fuck the repair. I want the dual burst blaster. It sounds too ridiculous. Dual shotgun, let's do it. Being responsible is one thing, but having like big shotgun, like double shotgun, oh baby.
A shower?
Wait, why'd you say I needed a shower? Why would you say that? Why say that line with your mouth, like with your voice? What does that mean? What does any of this mean?
You are, how you say, dead?
At least it wasn't a golden shower. Could've been worse. Better to be pissed off than to be pissed on. I'm guessing the dual option only shows up if you max out your primary fire. Because it's a shame that we invested everything in the burst blaster, only to have that progress reset by the dual burst blaster. But I think it carried over because the energy cost is still like pretty good. Actually, no, it's not. Shit, never mind. No, I'm full of shit. I think it did reset because the damage per bullet I think was higher than this. But I guess that's the idea, is that you don't get that as an option until you max out the first one. That you're like your starting kind of primary shot. Hopefully there won't be any instances where it's like, oh, you have to like kind of thread the needle. If you shoot this one bad guy, great, but if you shoot the wrong part of him, like something else explodes and you take like a bunch of extra damage, or there's like it creates a hazard. Star Fox said that kind of thing where like, yeah, if you shoot the wrong thing, it would punish you with a hazard though to create. As long as there's nothing to like, ooh, shit like that, then we're probably okay. One sounds so nice, but I'm gonna continue juicing up our current gun. That is making a huge difference, both in our murder ability and also in the amount of combos we're pulling back out. The magnet is helpful. The tight boost restore might be a necessity, honestly. For now, let's stick with what we got, but lava. I thought it was called a carpet bomb at first. Carpet bombing. Combo damage. The magnet one. And the magnet one is pretty nice. That'll really help us get more levels that much quicker, I think.
100. I think that's
why they just kind of stop like that on a dime, I have no idea. With the dual shotguns, we really are shredding them, which is nice. To say, I should maybe be responsible and do more magnets. Or just more damage.
Haters.
For non-combo, it's pretty dang good. Pretty dang good. Right, on to boss level. Is it going to be the Crawly Boy or the...
For men of valor to arise!
Yeah, it's the Crawly Boy. So maybe it just toggles back and forth.
Boy, now that's a spider.
Yeah, I don't think I love the voice lines. They're not terrible. They're not offensive, but not the bestest. That was a quick first phase, man. Good one phase.
Let me guess. It's gonna be missiles, isn't it?
Snarky protagonist guy is... Like I said, he's doing his best. Just gonna go full aggro, do some defensive maneuvers, and then kill the shit off him. There we go. You get a full heal, which is good. I would say, yeah, that one. Can I get a triple shotgun? Is that an option? Probably not. Yeah, honestly, Aleph, I was not so sure. It was really rough at the start. It was really rough at the start, but it's definitely making it's earning its keep, I would say. Now, how will it do in Act 2? That's the question, of course, because we keep getting really, really fucked by Act 2. Is that an Independence Day reference? Like, what I can only guess. Only guess that it's an Independence Day reference.
Meow!
That's a reference to the fact that he's a cat. It's energy suck, man. Those energy suck guys are the worst. The ones that have hacked me for so many times. I'd have like a nice amount of health, and those guys would just give me a big suck, and it makes me so sad. A saddening suck, the worst kind.
Lost the combo.
That's fine. That's fine. It was not a very big one anyway. Nice being able to blast those guys really quick. Oh, I didn't realize I was going to be one of those zappy boys. Good to know. Down, there we go. Of course, the cost to get a to earn a level goes up significantly, obviously. We're getting a lot more experience, but we need more to meet that high, unfortunately. Yeah, that's the lightning. Yeah, that's the part that's brutal.
Yep.
Oh, actually, we did not lose the combo by getting a bump. Oh, okay, I lost the combo there, unfortunately.
Don't forget to block.
Trying my best, lady. Better magnet. Yeah, probably. Although these levels are a lot more linear. Or maybe not linear, but a lot more narrow. Not a lot of times you're killing something kind of on one side. But flying on a different side. Oh, shit.
Must regain energy.
This guy is starting to become a little bit annoying. He's trying his best. I respect it, but oh, man. I'm looking forward to going back to the previous lady. I'd be tempted to stick with the same gun, maybe. I would be tempted. DPS is undeniable once it's fully upgraded, but that's the thing. Once it's fully upgraded, you gotta make sure you live that long. Have that benefit realized.
Like taking kibble from a kitten. Actually, kind of difficult.
Is it Gianni's voice?
Come back to me, my combo.
I don't think so. It doesn't sound expressive enough for it to be Gianni. Gianni's not afraid to get like loud and weird. This guy is playing it kind of safe. And I guess it's maybe not even the delivery, it's just the lines themselves. Just kind of on the snarky side. Like Marvel movie levels of snark. And also a little bit on the repetitive side. Like, the timbre of the voice is a little bit Gianni adjacent, though. Giancent, if you will. So yeah, probably not going for this one because that one's scary and has no repairs in that path. I'll probably ultimately go towards these, but that one's got black holes and that's the worst. So I will not be taking that upgrade path, that selection path. I'll just take the straight and narrow then. Yeah, the little side areas that have like the enhanced bad guys and enhanced obstacles, those are particularly rough. Because the black hole, well, the black hole ones in particular are the worst. The big VP bonus, nice. Give me the whole repair. No other options for the current weapon loadouts, unfortunately. Yo, what's up, Grim? Couldn't really get into Borderlands 4 necessarily. I've heard really good things about the Borderlands series, and yeah, I know that like there's definitely a lot of snark in that series. I think snark can be fun. Like, it can be an enjoyable, but it can also, there can be too much of a good thing.
I shall miss you.
Oh my god, that's a fucking guy. That's the worst.
Bye-bye.
We pretty much lost like maybe half of the health we just gained back. That level at that recharge station. The fact that there's no iframes in this game is rough. Very, very punishing. And it's a bummer because that's only one enemy type. So the fact that one enemy type can just completely suplex your run that much faster, it's a huge bummer. I think we're probably good on the magnets. I think I'd probably go elsewhere. Yeah, deflect the energy. That'd be helpful for sure. I'm constantly running low on energy here. Because the shotgun is kind of costs a lot of juice. Pretty expensive. Very good. But yeah, it is an energy suck. Good shit. Guess no point I keep running out of the juice there. Shame they spot you from so far away too. They've got very good range. Definitely things I like about this game. There's other things I find myself kind of being like, man, I'm kind of surprised.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
That like certain things about this game presumably were things that early playtesters saw and didn't have problems with. Like, I'm surprised that the lack of iframes is not an issue, or wasn't enough of an issue, you know, to have caused a stink originally when the game was going through playtesting, go through early access. A little bit baffling. I feel like that's usually how it goes. It's not like the developers aren't aware of it, or that I'm the first person to notice a thing like that. Usually it's more of a question of like, you know, was it enough of an issue during early playtesting, during early access?
Better luck next time, buggies.
Brutal. Is this the only map aesthetic for this act? Yes. Each act has a specific aesthetic that is that is assigned for that one area. For the first one, we kind of saw like, well, I guess the color can change up a little.
About this one.
I think this is where we died last time. That's where the last one ate it. As I do remember this kind of color scheme. But yeah, the same kind of vaporwave aesthetic. It's gonna be here for the entirety of this act. I like the first act aesthetic a lot better. I think I was saying I think the vaporwave aesthetic is a little bit tired when it comes to rail shooters. On the one hand, I understand that is the classic. You know, when it came to original Star Fox, this is how original Star Fox looked. You know, wireframes. It wasn't called vaporwave. It was just what you could do on the Super Nintendo back in the day.
Oh, no energy. Death cometh to all.
Ooh, almost got. Missiles. There's pitiful damage. So those guys are the juiced up version. It's the yellow shield thingy. For bombs, please. I said that too late because he still threw one at us. Yep. This is still our best run so far, though. Although I still feel not great about certain aspects of our build. Been pretty okay, all things considered. There we go. Big damage there. Probably that one. Yeah, so I'd say the things that I would maybe prefer are the things I don't love necessarily about this game. Oh, shit. It's the lack of iframes when you get hit. And also, I still just... I understand why they did it. I understand why they had barrel rolls and shooting drain from your ship's stamina, from your energy. Like, I understand why they did it that way. I really don't know how I feel about it, though. Because on the one hand, I can understand that as a balancing mechanism to make sure you're not just, like, rapid-firing constantly. I don't know, man. At the same time, I don't think there's been a single Star Fox game that had some kind of, like, oh, your weapon is overheated. You have to, like, let it cool down. Or, like, you can't be... Like, you know, there was an innate limitation to how much you could barrel roll. Because there was, like, an animation that had to finish before you could start the next barrel roll, and there was like that little window where you were still vulnerable. So I feel like that was probably enough to prevent you from spamming it too much. I'm guessing they probably during playtesting, maybe let's do this again soon. Some like folks were just getting too far into the game too early on. They were like people were like, man, this game's too easy, and maybe that was the way they could limit the difficulty. Star Fox does a bunch. Well, Star Fox 64 definitely does. Original Star Fox, like Super Nintendo Star Fox, was quite a bit more limited. This is more Tron-esque, yeah. The chain lightning can be good. The chain lightning is good. We had that with one of our first runs, and that's good. But it's only good when you of course secure a kill. Obviously, all things have to happen to make sure that that works for us. The meteors are tempting, but I don't know if I can be trusted with being able to survive more than just the basic stuff that's happening, so I think I'll just take the basic action zone. Yeah, the original Star Fox was definitely much more limited. To your point, there were other biomes at least. But the presentation was definitely limited. But it's a Super Nintendo game, you know, what are you gonna do? They did the best with what they could. In fact, they had that specific chip. The Super FX chip, I think is what it was called, or something like that. That was emergent technology back then.
I have destroyed.
Oh my god. They were both poop out bombs. A lot of damage. Better energy absorber? Yes, that'd be helpful. Oh shit. Oh fuck, it was a laser guy. God damn it. It's always the laser guy. God damn it. Those guys have been 100% the thing that has killed me the last several runs. So, I think that means we've beat milestone 1, I think that's what that means. Yeah, the first milestone, nice. So a new secondary weapon is available, good. Be tempted to try it. Cool. Lots of weak targets. Well, that's all well and good. I mean, lots of weak targets is not usually the concern. Usually it's the bigger, scarier targets that I'm more concerned about. Oh, it's FNN. Okay. Not CNN. A little bit of lore then. The training simulator. Okay. Challenges. Challenges. I wonder if there are rewards for doing such things. Challenges screen, the main menu, okay. 10 scarabs in 80 seconds, deflect stuff, 20 swarms. Okay. What's the little challenges? So that was this thing. Practice core skills with special challenges. Before I forget, I will try the new missile launcher. Expensive, but we can afford it. I'm also going to go back to default lady. Because the more... upgrade options is nice, but I really miss her ability to heal. I feel like her voice lines are maybe not quite as repetitive necessarily. Stick with the burst blaster for now. Whole bunch of easy challenges. Okay. And I wonder what the reward is. I guess there's only one way to find out. I guess it's truly just to hone your skills, or is there a benefit to it? Looks like they do predetermine your route or your loadout. One sniper. Kill 10 scarabs in 80 seconds. Easy. Probably. Probably it's easy.
I'm on a roll.
Alright. Scarabs need to spawn. There we go.
Out of energy.
Out of energy. Yep. Very familiar. I don't know if leveling up is really helpful here because I don't know if we're gonna have like experience or like if there's any opportunity to level up. 4/10 the way through, which is to say 2/5.
And there goes my combo.
Not too worried about losing the combos. There's no augment, so there's nothing like scale off of said combos. I guess taking damage also is not the end of the world.
Laser hit me.
Again, no iframes, so that's potentially a little scary. That one's done. So we've reached 10 out of 10. I guess anything extra is potentially extra credit for such a thing. Boy, a lot of stuff happening. I'm getting pretty low on health. Trying to focus on the kills. Not as much, since this is a limited time kind of situation anyway. Oh, I'm dead. But we did succeed though. Challenge success. High score. Cool. All right. Did I earn anything for doing that? Did I like get some fun thingies? I'm at 63,000 right now. Okay, so maybe the stuff I earned there, I do get to keep, maybe. This is not the real newscaster, okay. Okay, so we have 63,000 right now. I'm gonna try another challenge and see if I like keep something for completing these things. Like projectiles. That'll be no time at all, I'm sure. It'll be a quick one.
Here we go.
Here we go indeed.
No more.
Yep. Can probably do a whole bunch of deflections.
Close. Lost the combo.
There we go. Probably get it well above the 10 requirement. Especially because they gave us a pretty, like, juiced up shield. Every time you hear that button, that means I'm out of energy and I'm trying an illegal gamer move. There we go. Triple. Of course, it's a pretty limited timer. Guessing I gotta get to 20? I was hoping to get to 20.
Please be mindful of your environment.
Oh, come on. I guess that one's also a little bit on the tricky side. To get, like, a gigantic score, necessarily. Just because there's long gaps of nothing happening. So did I get anything for that? 62,000? I got nothing that time. I guess, like, maybe we are... Like, we're getting little story moments, so maybe there's something to be gained for doing these challenges. So kill 20 swarms, okay. I'm guessing Meteor Mayhem is because there's meteors in this area. As a modifier.
It's a good day to die.
Wait,
But
for us to die?
don't really let me die, Gigi. Okay?
Maybe make the bad guys die, but not us. Shotgun this time. Kill. And they just say, just any old thing. Not kill the scarab specifically, just any kills is fine. Shield the missiles this time. That's half of our goal right there. You guys are a great way to kind of bolster your score and get the combo really juiced up. You guys are everywhere. Ouch. Hoping to secure the kill on that cab. That's fine too. You guys, because that's a much. Oh my god. Yeah, why they just kind of pause randomly is kind of beyond me. Oh, we're actually going to be coming up short. I thought I was going to be so confident. We did get it, but not by like an enormous country mile. We did get it. So we'll do one more. Okay, so we do get something. Oh, we just get more challenges. Okay, well, that's not quite as exciting. I'm more curious, like, what do you get by completing the challenges? That's what I'm curious about. Do more tight boost to get that one unlocked. It'd be nice if there was, like, some kind of reward for doing... I mean, I guess if you do all, then you probably get something. This last one.
Ready
A bunch of scrap. Haven't seen this one before. Maybe this is, like, the third biome. Third area. A little bit uninspired, isn't it? This bunch of cubes. That's it. That's the whole deal. Oh, these are scrap. Oh, okay. If I had to guess, this is probably more relating... Oh, there's stuff on the sides I should be getting. This is probably more relating to, like the bonus areas. The bonus zones. Like the warp zones, basically, in Star Fox. Because they also had, like, some kind of more limited palettes.
Where I'm going.
More of a simple presentation. Let's just go fast. Got exactly 90. Alright. Unfortunately, I don't think we got anything for the trial. Yeah, so I'm not sure what the purpose of that is. Oh, well, that's fine. I'm sure if you get all of them, you get some kind of reward. The good news is... well, yeah, I guess there's no different other guns to select from. We already have a new missile. Try. I will spend more to get that one increased. So we have a 2% increase to the amount of VP we're gaining. Just the level up fun monies. We still don't really know what energy recharge factor means. I'm going to guess that means like it recharges that much faster. Go for that one. So 15% is pretty good, I think. A little bit on the late side. Let's do one more run and just kind of see how it goes. So we're probably not going to be able to unlock a new ship tonight. And we're definitely not going to complete all the challenges tonight. But we're getting a decent smattering of what this game's all about. I think we'll stick with shotgun this time.
Gonna make this one count.
And I think the hull repair at the end of each level really is going to help with just kind of overall sustainability. I'm hoping we can maybe get maybe a little bit further into that second biome. It'd be really cool if we could actually reach the boss in that second biome. That'd be really neat. Yay. That'd be really neato. And I'm not going to be horribly heartbroken if it doesn't happen. But man, would that make me a happy Alex. To see the boss. Okay, so there's no lock-on for that one. You just use it. That one's more akin to the smart bomb from Star Fox, where... I mean, I think you could lock on with the smart bomb. At least in 64, Star Fox 64, you could lock on with it. This one's a little bit more old school, though. Kind of a fire and forget kind of module. We want to prioritize, if possible, doing damage, because this thing is great, but struggles its first couple levels for sure.
Energy's out again.
I know, lady, I know. That was good damage. I don't know if it killed anybody, but it damaged a bunch of things, I think. Yeah, it did. It damaged things for sure. Weapon damage and holes low. I definitely don't want that. And to for the reroll, obviously. I mean, that might help for later on. I guess it's, yeah, that's the thing. It's helpful for later on, maybe. I think I actually will take this one. This one's always useful. It'll help with the fact that we're frequently running out of energy.
Wrapped up with a bow.
I'd be tempted to invest more into the max energy meta progression, but, you know, that only like temporarily solves the problem. We need more things to regenerate it quickly. Dense fog. Take that route. We actually, it doesn't really matter. We can go either of these, and it really matters none. So I think I actually might take that one just to increase the level up stuff, the level up experience we can get. I'm maybe less inclined to go for the cursed options, so I'll probably end up going the lower path ultimately. In fact, that's the thing. If I took this one and then went down here, I could get 2 elevated experiences with, you know, which means the fog, which is kind of annoying, but we can deal with it at least. Actually, even 3 if I take this route. I get all 3 of them. That's a lot of experience gained, a lot of currency gained. I might not end up doing that.
Rock and roll!
Guess I need to do more of those narrow boosts so I can unlock the challenge for doing the narrow boosts. Nope. Get them deflections. Out of energy, I know. I'm quite aware. Oh. That's not a boost, though. That one might be. That more rectangular shape one.
Smashed him!
Huh? Probably a thing I should seek out every so often. There's a damage increase. I do like that one. I like that one a lot, but I think I'll get the damage increase. Just the effective weapon effectorizer. Make it more effective. I like blowing those up because those give you a pretty good little bonus of crystals to pick up. Oh shit, I pressed the wrong button. Oh no, I think I did press the right button, but I was out of juice. Shit. Well, yeah, once again. Second time that happened. I realized when they ran into walls that they died. I just figured they would just go through the walls. You guys fly into the wall and explode. Oh shit, speaking of flying the wall, damn.
Should have seen that.
Stupid of me. Like, I had completely... the horse blinders on with that guy. I was so focused on him. Does sound nice. And better reasons for more deflections. 30 damage, is that enough to kill? I don't think it was enough to kill, but it damaged him good. Did it hit? Oh, it hit him directly. Still didn't kill though, man. That's a hard shot to land, so I would hope it would do more damage. Yeah, so the damage is good, but yeah, it's like these guys are just a little bit tankier than I would want them to be. I wonder if there's a way to deflect, to detonate it prematurely, like on demand, on command rather, like in Star Fox 64, because that is a really nifty way to
That's it for this
get a
song.
good use out of the smart bomb, is to like fire it, and if you miss your initial target, you can just like detonate it prematurely. That way it still blows up in an area around where you want him to hit, versus having it miss and just go off into space and just explode way, way far away. So yeah, I might end up just taking the all elite approach, or all the elevated approach rather. A lot of scrap that dropped. And a weird green thing, right? The little microchip thingies. For their memory system, okay. Now I wonder, is that just flavor text, or is there like some functionality, some ability, or like weapon station that is now available to us
No
when we get back
stopping now.
to the main area? Guess we'll find out.
One more down.
Lightning fellows, it's a shame they do damage and they stun you for like 3 seconds. That's brutal. Rapid fire? Sure. Yeah, that actually sounds kind of neat. Yeah, let's do that one. Gonna be blasting through energy that much faster, but I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Good crits on that one, too.
Ship's out of energy.
And hop out. Oh, it didn't kill, though. I just kind of assumed it would. Restore energy on crit. That actually could really be nice. Especially if there were other things to increase our crit range. There is a meta progression crit range extended, but it's pretty expensive. Maybe other things like during the run. This would be nice. 20 damage, 20 damage, 20 damage. So that's good damage. Absorb the damage or do more deflections. Probably better absorption. Oh shit.
That rattled my brain.
Yep. Oh, I should have grabbed that last one. I just saw him kind of out of the corner of my eye. A little bit too late on that one. The magnet would be nice. Oh, more rapid fire sounds nice too, though. Oh, never mind. That's roll magnet. That's not the kind of magnet I want. Give me more rapid fire.
Easy.
The rapid fire along with the better damage can really, really, really help. Good level. Nice.
mean, that was pretty good, right?
Pretty good. Feel pretty good about it. Now I don't need the repair, so I'll just take revive augment, owned item. What owned items do I have? Rapid fire, energy absorber, and roll deflector. Those are all pretty good, honestly. Revive augment is nice too, but that's the thing. If I get murdered, when I get murdered, I don't know if that means like, I don't know if an extra life would make that much of a difference. So, I don't know, man. I think I should just go for a random owned item. Energy absorber is upgraded. Is it maxed? Yes, it is. That's really good. That's really good. I'm happy about that one. I mean, I would have preferred some of the other ones, like the rapid fire would have been nice too, but
Let's do this.
beggars can't be choosers. I don't know if the blaster itself is maxed out. I guess that's not an owned item, it's just a part of our ship. Kind of different. I can't kill all of them. Being a rapid fire. Yes. Yes. The shockwave fellas. Yeah, the pulse wave. Get him out of here. I thought I could reach both of them. It's ambitious. That actually killed that guy? I'm surprised. Oh, maybe he ran into a wall. I keep forgetting they can do that. It's like this whole level, I guess. It's just little bomb fellas. As much overall experience just in general. Oh shit!
I hate this.
That's a lot of damage too. Look how much that took out. I was at full health and full shield. Slammed me really good. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Hull restoring pickups. That actually would be huge. I tanked it. Yeah, I didn't want to. I didn't want to tank it. That actually would be huge, honestly. That would be so nice, because then we have the opportunity to get, you know, the equivalent of like silver and gold rings, probably more silver rings. I like these other ones too. I mean, I really like that getting leveled up more, but I think I'll take that one. That can be really good for longevity. We're not going to really need it for this act, most likely at least. But I would say in that they'll make Act 2 a little bit more palpable, I do believe. Or more able to be palpable. I'll get that guy. I'm constantly unimpressed by the damage this thing does, but the range of it is really cool. And it looks great. It's like satisfying launching it. And it's kind of nice not having to mess with like, oh, I gotta like get the lock on. I like that the missiles lock on. I mean, they're more effective that way, but it's kind of annoying having to like do the setup for it. Speaking of setups. There's no benefit to doing that, but it makes me feel good. Makes me feel big penis. Oh, increased combo for every projectile deflected. I was saying how that would actually be kind of nice. And you know what? Yes, I will take that one. By one for every projectile deflected, which could get really, like, nuts later on, honestly. Really cool abilities getting added to our arsenal. I don't know if these are showing up now because of
Come on.
just overall progression,
Lost the combo.
or if these have always been on our deck and I just
One
never
more
noticed them
clear.
before. Pretty good. It's pretty dang good. Yeah, a lot of things that are not helpful right now will become helpful
Is your
in Act
weapon
2.
loadout appropriate for this elite?
I think so.
Good enough. Skycrawler. I prefer the little crawly boy. The Skycrawler is a little bit annoying, but
It's that giant grub again.
I was hoping to do the
Hope
boost.
that's fixable.
Bloom, bloom, bloom. And there's the first half.
Don't forget to block the plasma balls.
Thanks, lady. Don't forget to block your shut up.
On.
Push it. Can't really block that, I don't think. That's not really a projectile. It's more of a beam of sadness. Bump, 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 bump.
Gone.
Ouch. Bloom, 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 bloom. He's out of there. Full heal. Very nice.
2 for 1.
Didn't get enough experience for a level, which is a little surprising. On to Act 2. I do feel like I'm maybe a little bit underleveled across the board, like just in general.
Feeling good about this run.
For one thing, we don't have nearly as much damage. By this point, we have the double shotgun, and it was mega leveled up. Maybe we could still get it, but we of course haven't found a way to get it from the shop specifically. Could still get it. It's far from an impossibility at this point. Increase it by 2. One step at a time here. There's really nothing that we have that benefits from having the cool combos. That one that says, like, yeah, if you get the combo up to 15, you get, like, a 50% damage bonus. Like, that one, of course, would be great right about now. This time I'm just gonna do a double.
50 in a row.
Another juice. Clear sight. For one of those guys. Oh, I thought I did. Oh, it was a hull repair. That's what that was. I thought that was a missile increase. Oh, shit. Probably this one, then. Leveling that one up sounds neat. The damage goes up only just a little bit, though, is the thing. Not a huge benefit. But that's what the plus sign, that's what that one is. That's wonderful to see, honestly. 1. Because it only can hit one enemy once, obviously. They're multiple numbers just because it's hitting multiple dudes. So annoying, they're so far away, and I struggle to reach them because I got the
Can only survive a small number of
short-range weapon.
collisions.
Running out of energy. That guy's spamming a bunch of shit. Get him real quick. I don't know if that's enough to kill.
Too slow.
That was a big man. Actually, it still hit. It still hit. I thought that was gonna miss. Maybe it does lock on. Maybe. Okay, plenty of health, which is nice. Rapid fire. You know what? I think I will take this one.
Remember to keep an eye
I
on
definitely
your
want the one that increases our max up by a whole bunch, or damage up by a whole bunch. Yes, the range is actually pretty good. I think I'd underestimated the range, so maybe that's what it really comes down to. Damage is just kind of so-so, but it hits a lot of shit.
A spin block would have been effective against that laser fire.
Thanks, lady. I'm quite aware. Promise I'm only pretending to be stupid sometimes. Oh, no bad. Oh, there's the bad guys. Heard me. So being more energy efficient is great. Still hoping for more damage. The health drops have been so plentiful. They said it's a 20% chance. It's been dropping a lot, honestly. There's that one. Rapid fire would be nice, but I think more efficient energy per shot. And also, this potentially opens up the possibility of getting the double show up in the unlock list.
50 again.
There's a lot of deflections. Wow, we.
Shots.
Bling, 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 bling.
Easy.
Yeah. It's a long level. I was gonna say this level just keeps going.
See ya, spray bags.
Spray bags?
Clump lickers made me lose my combo.
Clump lickers? Where are you coming up with these anti-robot slurs? I'm kind of here for it, but like, what the fuck, lady? If I go down this path, I'm destined to get the cursed stuff, so I think I'll take this one. Meteors one. Yeah, if I take the lower path, that definitely leads to black holes, which I do not want. Don't want those black holes. Not a fan. So little story moving forward then. Primary weapon damage goes up for this one. Well, not this level, but the next like proper level. If I get that dual burst, I think I'll take the dual burst. I think I'll do it. I'm curious about the Gatling gun. But I'm a creature of habit. I can't help it. I like what I like, son. I know what I'm about.
Making progress.
It's good because those guys are extra annoying. Dealing with them that much faster sounds very, very good. Yeah, get fucked.
Whoop.
Blast the shit out of those guys. One, give me one of them.
Oh
shit.
Energy.
Before reset, yep, unput aware. Oh my god. Alright, good, good. Less of a concern. I mean, I'm still concerned about these kinds of things. Getting hit, you know, kind of chipping away at hull damage, but at the same time, now we get the things that give us full restorations. A pretty generous frequency, too. It makes me feel a lot better. A little bit better flexibility. Not sure if I just never saw that ability before, or if we have seen it, I never, like, read the thing enough. Like, close enough to know what it meant. That's not what I was gonna reach. Yeah, it's weird they spawn sometimes and just freeze. I guess the idea is they realize they're gonna fly into a wall. Rather than guarantee their own demise, they just halt. I guess is smart, unfortunately.
One more down.
Big damage. Ow, I think I just took some damage myself, actually. Better chance to drop the whole pickup after 10 kills. Right. Weapon usage go down. Sounds pretty cool, too, honestly. 10 kills. Yeah, I'm tempted. I'm tempted for that one. Because I think that could really come in clutch later on. I think I'm going to lean on that one a lot. It's like a thing that can really bring us to salvation. Wishful thinking, perhaps, but I'm really hoping that'll be like a huge...
Those
oh,
plasma balls.
Huge deal maker. The opposite of a deal breaker. Boing, boing, boing. We took a little bit of damage, like, just there, obviously, and I would definitely benefit from such things. Big fan of firing those. I don't think it completely missed, actually. Or maybe those guys with their little shield, maybe it protected them.
Whoa. That was interesting. Ugh, lost that combo.
A tight boost.
Please remember that you have a limited amount of hull.
Thanks, lady. The one way to go. At least we're avoiding the black hole bonus area, which the black holes are big, not
Trying to
nice.
squash some
They're
bugs.
big, mean. Eventually want to upgrade our dual shotguns now. Shit, oh shit. Oh!
Those lasers.
Oh my god, I'm getting fucked up. And I'm like, I was like perpetually low on energy because I was trying to shoot. Unfortunately, our weapons are great, but they're pretty inefficient. A lot of energy to use them.
Nothing but
For some key upgrades we could really use right about now. To get them, I gotta get big experience. These guys give a lot of experience. There's a heal. Nice. There's only 10. Not much, obviously.
Spray bags.
Fine, that's fine. Ah, that part's not so fine. Oh my god! Oh, it fucked me up real bad. Alright, I was saying I was gonna be trying to lean on that whole replenisher fella, and I'm not sure it's gonna be happening. It's like chipping away too much. Or they're chipping away too much. Fire. Yeah, it's a shame we're not getting the damage increases. I mean, rapid fire helps. But man, is that gonna... Oh, can't avoid that one. That sucks. Oh, that was right over the opening. So much damage, too. This run might not be destined for longevity. Shit. Oh, fuck. To be honest, I kind of wish... I wonder if there's a setting I could use to remove that as an option. Where double selecting...
I think I can make it.
The barrel roll like launches you, and it kind of makes you lurch in that direction.
Spray off.
Well, I suppose I could just maybe disable that because I feel like I do that by accident more often than I want to admit. It keeps getting me in trouble.
Energy's out again.
Yeah, I know, it's constantly getting out. Oh my fucking god!
Stunned again.
By the time I notice, it's too late. The bummer, not only can you not shoot when you're stunned like that, you also can't do barrel rolls.
Not gonna lie,
So it's
that was pretty fun.
double punishing. Alright, can I even see this boss? I don't know, man. Oh, wait, no, I have to beat this level before I get to that point. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be reaching the boss, unfortunately. I think this is where the bronze can end, most likely. But we're going to try it, though. We'll try our best. Yeah, these are the guys that always fuck me up. Oh, yeah, instant death. Instant death, man. Yeah, those guys continue to be my, by far, my, a kryptonite in these areas. It's already a tough game. And I already struggle in that zone. But by the time we get to that zone, they just snipe me 100% of the time, man. Brutal. We got some new challenges. That thing just new challenges, though. The bad guys are claiming that we're terrorists. A familiar sound. Something we've heard before. So yeah, final boss. We're quite a ways from that. So we have a bunch of challenges available to us. Including some extreme challenges. Extreme challenges. Again, I keep coming back to, but what's the point of doing them? I know what they said the point of them was to hone your skills and like give yourself a chance to like, I guess, do some practice runs, that kind of thing. But usually in games like this, it's not so much, oh, like, yes, this is a way to like get better at things. I feel like that's what a training mode would be for. Not so much a challenge mode with like high scores and you have to unlock the challenges. Unless the idea is you unlock these things, Glass Cannon, Party, Swarms, Revenge. I think that's not how it works, though. Yeah, it's not how it works, I don't think at all. And maybe you get something for completing the challenges, maybe you don't. It's hard to say. It is getting pretty late, so I think I'm going to have to wrap it up here, unfortunately. This game is pretty cool. I like it for the most part, but I have some nitpicks for sure. I mean, the thing I really keep harping on, if I had a magic wand, I could change one thing, I would say, add some kind of notion of iframes. How would that exactly look? You know, how forgiving should that be? Not too forgiving, obviously. I don't mean like, you know, give us 5 seconds or anything if iframes, but just that one enemy type that can just really, that can one-shot you, feels kind of shitty. It can one-shot you. And now, granted, in that instance, my health was like decently low already, but I don't know, the fact that it did that much health that quickly, that much damage that quickly, feels pretty defeating. It feels pretty like, fuck, man, like there was just no chance. And of course, the problem is, well, the answer to that is, well, you just have to be aware. You just have to be observant and watch for when those guys start lining up their shots. But there's so many other things to keep an eye out for. You're always keeping an eye on your ship's position, on the aiming reticle for where the other bad guys can be hit, trying to hit the other bad guys, that is. You know, your attention's already pretty divided. So looking out for that one specific enemy and that one that kind of crosshair, that kind of like laser sight to indicate they've got the beat on you. Like that is a good thing to be aware of for sure, but man, it's a shame that it's so punishing. That's the other thing too with other enemies in this game. When you get hit by them, yeah, you take some damage. It's a bummer, and you move on. Whereas that guy, like the punish, is like yeah, it can absolutely eviscerate your ass. It can decimate your health bar with the greatest of ease. The dudes that drop the bombs that cause the stun that prevents you from shooting or dodging or barrel rolling for a while, those guys are awful, and I wish their explosive radius wasn't so large. In the open areas, it's not so bad, but there are some times where you're in a narrow passage, one blows up in front of you, and you just have to take it. And I've tried a couple times, I've tried barrel rolling through it to see if that would give me iframes through the hit, and it doesn't, I don't think. I think some things cannot be deflected or can't be invulnerable through, which is to say that barrel roll doesn't prevent all things from getting to you. I think it's only just certain projectiles. So, yeah, so there's things about this game that I don't love, and the meta progression is pretty slow, and the increments seem like they're pretty minimal. And again, I know it's by design. It's to make sure that you don't just play through, plow through the whole content that the game has to offer in no time at all. But it's maybe, when it comes to that balancing act, that balancing act of if the meta progression is too easy to like power through quickly, then you run out of stuff to do in the game, and you feel like you didn't get your money's worth, so to speak. So on the one hand, if that's too generous, that's a downside, obviously. Then that's less than ideal. But if it's too expecting, if it's too grindy, if it's too demanding, then yeah, you do a bunch of level runs. You see how little progress you've made. You've seen how much Act 2 is still beating the shit out of you, and you feel just a little bit like disheartened by like, man, there's just not much of a chance here. So I feel like this one is maybe a little bit in the latter sense, where yeah, maybe it's a little bit too demanding, maybe a little bit too punishing, maybe just increase the make it just a teensy bit more generous, a little bit more giving, maybe just a little bit. And of course, there's that one meta progression that says increases the rate at which you acquire the VP, the I guess victory points, whatever you call it, that you use to unlock new stuff. That's all well and good, but it's a very expensive one, and it costs it costs 10,000 VP for the first increment of 1%, 20,000 for the next, 30,000 for the next. So presumably, looking at that bar, the most you can increase it by is like 8%, and it costs well over 100,000 by the time it's all said and done. So yeah, I don't know. So there's aspects that are a bummer, and I keep coming back to that stamina bar, man. Like, how do I feel about the stamina bar? There are parts about it that I can respect. There's parts about it that I understand why they did it that way, and other parts that feel like it was unnecessary. I feel like there were other ways to kind of put the speed bump on the player, not just rapid firing and not just barrel rolling through everything, without instilling that as a mechanic to play through. Now, I guess the nice thing is that it gives you a thing to scale off of. It gives you something to level now, like a number or a metric that you want to increase. The rate at which you can the amount of energy you lose when you shoot can be lessened. The amount of energy you regain upon the successful deflection can be increased. Like, that's a thing you can level towards. But I don't know if that's the answer for like, how do you, is that like a thing that we want to scale off of, a thing we want to level up? I don't think it was ever in any Star Fox game, so it feels like it kind of flies in the face of what you would expect, or like how this kind of genre more or less has established itself. But that being said, the level, I mean, there was a lot of runs that felt really cool. That burst fire weapon felt pretty good, and even the standard shot, once it's leveled up, feels pretty good. There were some really clever roguelike augments, those kind of little abilities just for that one run that feel pretty cool, feel pretty smart. So there was like some smart stuff here, and there's definitely something here. I would say, gun to my head, do I recommend the game? Do I not recommend the game? I would give it a thumbs up. I would give it a recommendation. But there'd be some pretty hefty caveats. But overall, though, I would say, yeah, like it's worth it for sure. It is $20 full price. $20 full price. So, it's not cheap. It's not cheap. It's not what I would call a budget title. I mean, at least to me, $20 is not a small amount of change. So I would say maybe consider a Steam sale if you want to pick it up. But I mean, yeah, if you've played a lot of Star Fox games, you like this kind of thing. I mean, I do enjoy it. And I think the roguelike stuff that it tosses into the mix are enough to make it kind of stand alone as a pretty cool experience. It's one thing for a game like this where it's like, oh, it's just a Star Fox ripoff. I think the roguelike stuff does bring some new stuff to the table, some new entry, some new functionality to the table that makes it interesting. So I think it's worthy, but yeah, I can understand why some of the reviews on the Steam page were maybe a little bit on the mixed side, but I enjoyed it overall. And once again, I'm grateful to Keymailer since they were the ones that hooked us up with the review key so we could try it out. This is really cool time.